After only 2 games, the heat is on the Arizona Cardinals to win. Frustrated free agent quarterback Boomer Esiason and his teammates are looking to extinguish fears and get the first win for rookie head coach Vince Tobin. Fiery New England quarterback Drew Bledsoe is out to prove that his sophomore season was no false alarm as he and the other Patriots, under the scornful eye of Fire Marshal Bill Parcells, look for their first win in Foxborough this season. Between Boston and Providence, you'll find the city of Foxborough, and that's where we are today. Foxborough Stadium as Fox Television Sports presents the NFL. The Arizona Cardinals taking on the New England Patriots. And hello again, everyone. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined as always by Jerry Glanville. 2 teams, Jerry, looking for their first win. What do you see as the differences today?
Well, the Arizona Cardinals, Kevin, they're looking for improvement. They want to get better. The New England Patriots are different. Their head coach looked in our eyes, Bill Parcells, and said, this is it. We have to win this football game to have a season. If we lose this, our season's over.
Arizona was whacked pretty good by the Jimmy Johnson-led Miami Dolphins last week in the Valley of the Sun. They pulled Boomer Esiason at halftime. What gives them a chance to win today?
When you look at the Arizona defense, you see 8 starters that could play for anybody in the National Football League. And I think because of that, the quarterback's 35 years old instead of 25, and he says, my job is not to have stats. My job, no sacks, no interceptions. Let the defense win it.
I'll tell you what, you can't go any place in New England and not hear or read or see anything about Drew Bledsoe. I mean, the whole city is absolutely wild about this kid, but again, he's struggling like he did last year.
But to crawl out of this deep funk he's in, Parcells and Bledsoe have to be joined at the hip. They have to become one. They have to support each other every day, and they'll become a good football team.
All right, the Cardinals and the Patriots both looking for their first win. We're back with the kickoff right after this.
Come on, let's go let up on him, man. Well, Tennessee to let up, man. Let's keep it to him, man. Let's keep sticking it to him. Day in, day out, man. Just keep on giving it to him hard, baby. Let's make it physical. Let's make it a game we want to play. Don't relax. Don't let them lose to sleep. Let's get after, man. Let's get after, put pressure on the quarterback. 60 minutes, baby. 60 minutes on 3. 1, 2, 3. 60 minutes.
Fox, home of Super Bowl 31.
Spectacular day for football here in Foxborough Stadium. There you see Greg Davis and Dave Meggett. We'll be back for the New England Patriots along with Troy Brown, ready to receive this kickoff. Both teams are winless so far. Both teams looking for a win. Last week in Buffalo, the Patriots losing, and last week in Arizona, in Phoenix, the Cardinals losing big to Jimmy Johnson and the Miami Dolphins. So the winner today gets out of the losing column and into the win column for the first time, and here we go from Foxborough, and Dave Meggett from the 3-yard line will bring it up with some blocking, and he's past the 20, and the former New York Giant takes it out to the 23, tackled by Devin McDonald. Drew Bledsoe, last year with shoulder problems in both the right and left shoulder, didn't have a deep threat. Well, this year he's healthy. He's off to an ordinary start. They need more from him if this team is going to succeed. On the offensive line for the New England Patriots, Armstrong, Roberts, Wollabaugh, Cratch, and Max Lane. In the backfield, they got last year's Rookie of the Year, Curtis Martin, with the blocker, Sam Gash. Glenn and Jefferson are the wideouts, and the great tight end is Ben Coates. And on first down and 10 from their own 23-yard line. Dash is by himself in the backfield, and Bledsoe will go right to work. Dumps it off to Sam Gash. He's not a pass catcher, but he picks up the first down. He breaks a tackle, and he's out to the 38-yard line. Finally brought down by Jameer Miller. It's a pickup of 15, the first time the Patriots put it in play.
And that's unusual for the Patriots throwing on first down. That hasn't been what they've been doing, but they're going to change everything. This is it. This is their game.
Rice, Wilson, Swan, Michael Bankston, who Jerry likes a lot on that defensive line. The linebackers, Miller, who just made the tackle with Hill and Seth Joyner. In the secondary, Alexander and Williams, the cornerbacks. Hogue and McDarby, the former Buffalo Bill, will be the backfield for the Dave McGinnis-led secondary of the Cardinals. The pass downfield is incomplete for rookie Terry Glenn. It'll be second down. Bledsoe had the pass right there.
Interesting. 2 plays. First play, drop back pass. Second play, play action pass. And if you've been watching the Patriots, 1st and 10 has been a run down, try to rough you up, get after you physically. So they're swapping around their play selection a little bit.
Bledsoe had ordinary numbers last week against the Buffalo Bills. In fact, most of his yards and most of his completions were in the last couple minutes of the game when they had a hurry-up offense, which he has said he would like to see more of. Second down and 10 with Coates on the move, and a handoff for the first time to Curtis Martin, who was hit at the line of scrimmage by Seth Joyner. It'll be third down.
The Cardinals running a stunt to stop that. If you looked at the tight end, he was in motion trying to come in. They read the stunt, tried to come in and pick up the backer, but the backer made the play anyway. Nice job by Seth Joyner.
Bledsoe will now study the dime defense of the Cardinals. It's third down and 8. Meggett is in the backfield. Bledsoe with the cadence may have gotten him off sides, and here's the pass, and it's caught for a first down, at least right now, by rookie Terry Glenn, a #1 pick out of Ohio State. He picks up 11 yards, and right now has a first down.
What about that throw by the quarterback everybody's wondering about? That was a frozen rope. You take a rope, you stick it in your freezer, it's on a line, and he threw a frozen rope.
Problem is, they don't want him to hang himself with that rope. He's gotten himself in some problems in the past.
There's Walt Coleman. I believe he's from Alabama.
Number 98, penalties decline, first down.
Now there's a man with an Alabama accent. I gotta love that guy. That's the state right next door to Georgia, you know.
Walt Coleman, who is our referee today, he also refereed the World Bowl over in Scotland back in June for the NFL.
It's a blitz, Kevin. They're showing blitz.
First down and 10, and the handoff goes to Martin, who's over the left side, careening for a couple down to the 46, and Jameer Miller makes his second tackle of the day for this defense of the Cardinals, which you like a great deal.
This defense has 4 outstanding defensive linemen, and then you put Eric Hill and Seth Joyner, and then you got Williams at a corner. We talked about in the open. They have 8 starters that would play for anybody in the National Football League on defense.
Miller's had some off-the-field problems, but you cannot contest what he's done on the field. He is continuing to live up to the high praise coming out of UCLA. Second down and 7. And for the first time today, Bledsoe finds his all-pro tight end, Ben Coates. Another first down to the 36. And that's another pickup of 11 following the pass to Terry Glenn for 11 yards.
And the quarterback is not being rushed. He got rushed the first 2 games. Watch the offensive line. The guards are Roberts and Cratch. Look at him pick up the extra blitzer. They were sending Eric Hill, and really Cratch and Max Lane and Woolenball, the center, all slid over and picked up the linebacker trying to come up inside.
Ben Coates, another all-pro season a year ago. 7th play of this drive. First and 10 from the 36, and handoff, and Curtis Martin is up the middle, steaming ahead to the 36-yard line. Tackle was made on the play by Bernard Wilson.
If you're Curtis Martin, after every ball game, you get Sam Gash and you take him out to dinner. Sam Gash went up inside, lead block, and smacked everybody around. Sam Gash will be the guy that'll lead the play for Curtis Martin.
Good-looking drive put together by the Patriots, beginning at their own 23. Now second down and a yard to go from the 27-yard line. Looks like Bledsoe might be changing the play.
Audible with a hand signal. He audible that play, came out. He saw man-to-man coverage, no safety. He's going for a touchdown.
And he was looking for Terry Glenn, who was covered on the play by Aeneas Williams, obviously their best cornerback, an all-pro starter for the last couple years. And Terry Glenn, who had 6 catches a week ago, can't get to that one.
He overthrew that, but he saw it was man-on-man coverage, no zone, and so he does a hand signal that changes the whole play.
Glenn held out a while, but the most important thing is he has had some injuries in camp and saw very little action in the preseason.
He had a hamstring, and if you ever had a hamstring, people wonder, why can't you come back? When the hamstring is tight and it's pulling, you cannot run.
Third down and 1 now for Bledsoe, and it's Martin again who takes it up the middle and was whacked pretty quickly on the play. From the secondary coming up was Matt Darby along with Michael Bankston. We talked with this young player yesterday.
Michael Bankston may be their best, most consistent player. And he plays tackle on some downs and plays defensive end on other downs. And we watched him, number 63. And when we interviewed the head coach, Vince Stone, we said, this is the guy. He says, he's the guy, the most consistent guy we got playing right now.
And you can see he's been an effective defensive lineman for this team for a long time.
4th and 1 timeout he called.
Timeout taken by Drew Bledsoe. Probably pretty good because it's a good-looking drive for the Patriots coming up right now, just into the ball game with no score.
Fox NFL Sunday is brought to you by Southwest Airlines with low fares on every flight, every seat, every day. By the world's most advanced battery, the new Duracell Power Check. By the new Coors Light Wide Mouth Can. Tap the Rockies with a smoother pour. And by 7-Eleven. Oh, thank heaven for 7-Eleven.
Well, so far, the New England offense does not look like a pumpkin. They're riding in that nice Cinderella carriage all the way down, but a crucial 4th and 1 coming up now from the Cardinal 27-yard line. It's the 10th play of the drive upcoming. Drew Bledsoe's had a good first series in the game. And the handoff to Curtis Martin, and he tries to go up the middle, and there's not a lot of give there from the Cardinal defense, and a big hit right off the bat again by Michael Bankston.
And the defense jumped a little bit on, but they got back on side. I saw a Cardinal, it may have been Michael Bankston, jump, but brought his foot back in time. And you got an all-day job running at Michael Bankston and Eric Swan. 2 excellent defensive linemen.
Looks like they stopped him. And on that New England drive, they had pass completions of 15 yards, 11 yards to Glenn, 11 yards to Coates.
But I think the key is, what down were they throwing those completions? Very different this game. They were completing those passes on 1st and 10 rather than waiting for the long down.
So the defense of Arizona holds. This is a defense which is not highly regarded, especially against the run, but they stopped the run on 4th and 1 right there by New England.
Watch the penetration by the defensive lineman. They have to get low and underneath. Eric Swan, 98, all the way in the backfield, did an arm over. Bernard Wilson also in on that play. Good defensive line again for the Cardinals.
If the Patriots lose it on downs, Boomer Esiason and the Cardinals take over at their own 27, 1st down and 10. And the pitch to Leland McElroy out of Texas A&M, and he is stopped by Ted Johnson. Nice play by the 2nd-year player from Colorado.
Well, hello, Johnson. We've been waiting for Johnson. Here's a high pick out of Colorado, and doing a good job. He finally got a smack on that. Here's Boomer Esiason.
Pulled last week at halftime against Miami. He starts today for a 3rd consecutive time with no touchdown passes. Brown, Love, Devlin from Buffalo, Redmond and Wolf on the line. Wolf taking the place of Ernest Tye. McElroy and centers in the backfield. Moore and Sanders the wideouts. And the veteran Pat Carter is the tight end. 2nd down and 12, and McElroy is in motion out of the backfield, and Larry Centers gets the call, and Larry Centers pulls his way upfield for a gain to the 33-yard line, where he's brought down by Monty Brown. Now the Patriot defense, it's a 43 look. Willie McGinnis now moves on that line with Wyman, the rookie. Pio Sornapolitelli is on the line from Baltimore, and Mike Jones at the other side. Brown, Ted Johnson, and Chris Slade, who had a great game last week on the linebackers. Reynolds and Law are the quarterbacks. Willie Clay from the Lions and Terry Ray are the safeties. It's 3rd down and 4. Larry Centers in the backfield in the shotgun formation for Boomer Esiason. Esiason hit and incomplete on the far sideline for Frank Sanders. Coverage by the former Michigan Wolverine Ty Law, and the defense of New England holds.
Well, this is cover one means man-to-man with a free safety. Prior to Belichick coming, they were a 2-zone team. Watch all your secondary people. They're full press, bump and run. You can see a man-to-man hanging on, and you have all the routes with a free safety in the hole. That's what's new in New England.
The punter is Jeff Fiegels, who had an interesting week last week, a block punt and an 11-yarder, and Dave Maggott circles under this and is whacked at the 26-yard line by coverman Anthony Edwards, who's a backup wide receiver, and he was all over the play. That's a punt of 40 yards by Fiegels. And Maggott and the offense, once again, of the Patriots will get it with no score here in Foxborough. Bill Parcells on the left, of course, the Super Bowl wins down at New York. His first win as a Patriot coach was against these Cardinals. And Vince Tobin on the right replaces Buddy Ryan, and Tobin has got a brand new script, a fresh new look, and I think so far, even though they have not won, it has been a very positive deal for this team as they completely overhaul their coaching staff and the field they want to give the fans down in the Valley of the Sun.
And he has a new 5-year contract. And the second time he's followed Buddy Ryan. He followed Buddy Ryan as a defensive coordinator into Chicago.
Now the second time the Patriots have had the ball today. Here's a sweep, and it goes to Curtis Martin, trying to get a block and trying to cut the corner, but he can't. He's knocked down at the 30-yard line by Jameer Miller. That's his 3rd tackle in the game.
The backside guard will be pulling, trying to lead. Here's Martin trying to get to the outside, but good defensive play. Miller, 95, so far has had a good game. Now, that was a run on 1st and 10. Prior to that play, the Patriots were 5 runs and 5 passes on 1st and 10, and that's not what they usually do.
2nd down and 6 for quarterback Drew Bledsoe, who has some pretty good time, and for a second time today goes to his fullback, known more for blocking than pass receiving. That's Sam Gash, and he's close to a 1st down. Right now for a McDonald's game break, let's return to James Brown at our Fox Television Center.
Kevin, Eagles strike on their opening drive, highlighted by Ricky Waters, just 3 carries for 67 yards. A 4th and 1 at the Lions 21 kept the drive alive. Eagles on top, 7-0. Take it back to Kevin Harlan and Jerry Glanville.
All right, JB, boy, Philadelphia had a rough road in Green Bay this past Monday night.
Remember, if you lose on Monday night, you usually win the next Sunday.
Nash did get the 1st down on the pass from Bledsoe, so it's 1st down and 10 from the 36-yard line, and a handoff again to Curtis Martin. His 7th carry, and he busts free, and he's all the way to the 44-yard line. Tackled by Matt Darby and Terry Hope. That's a big gain on 1st down.
And when you see Curtis Martin come up through the middle, you know Sam Gash is leading. Curtis Martin, Rookie of the Year last year. Watch the fullback come. The fullback will take you to the football. The fullback runs up inside, tries to find 57, knock him out of there. Good fullback. If you're going to start a team, once you go get Gash.
He can block well. He's going to try to block again on the 2nd down and 2, and he does get the block, and he springs him for a gain of about 2 yards as the rookie, undrafted rookie, Ronald McKinnon makes the stop. Sam Gash. You know, we're seeing more of these blocking fullbacks come back into vogue. We saw Lorenzo Neal down at New Orleans, Charles Way with the New York Giants, William Henderson with the Green Bay Packers.
But then you go to the fullback here today. Larry Centers is the #1 receiving fullback in all of football. He's total opposite of what Gash is. Rather than the blocker, he is the receiver.
It's 3rd down and about a yard to go past the 45-yard line. The handoff again to Kurt Martin, and he is, I think, accomplished a 1st down onto the 47-yard line. And all kinds of people were there making the stop. Gash leading the way again.
And they said they're like brothers on the field. They spend all their time off the field together. Martin says, this is my bodyguard. This is the guy that protects me. And you can see this is how they opened up against Buffalo. Running Gash in there with the block, and then the good running back Curtis Martin behind. 1st and 10. Let's see if they go back and throw it on a 1st and 10.
Martin's carried it 9 times. It is 1st down and 10 yards ago. Another drive by New England. The pass deflected and almost picked off again by Jameer Miller. He's been every place in this game so far.
Well, what happened there is Bledsoe looked over. Nobody was on the slot. He looked over and said, hey, there's nobody covering. I'm just going to throw it over there. But like you said, Jameer, what a game he's having. He swats this ball. You can't see the slot to the right here, but he's totally uncovered. 43 was off of him. Now, that was Matt Darby was 12, 14 yards off, so he's just going to throw it to him.
7th play of the drive, 2nd down and 10. And a quick throw caught by Ben Coates, and that's a 1st down to the Cardinal 38-yard line. Matt Darby makes the stop, and Coates picks up 13 yards again.
And the protection. Arizona went after the quarterback. They had linebackers looping. They had everybody charging. The protection was excellent. The line, everybody picked him up, and you can find that good tight end. This tight end, by the way, has been in motion almost every play. His tongue is going to look like a necktie. He's on the run today. Watch this protection. Nice job by Curtis Martin. Picked up Miller. Saw Miller coming. Gave the quarterback time to make the play work.
1st down and 10. We have no score. 5.5 minutes remaining in the 1st quarter. Bledsoe, nice hesitation. He gets the pass off to Curtis Martin, who's down to the Cardinal 34-yard line. Matt Darby makes the stop there, the free agent signee from Buffalo, and they use Martin to catch the ball and run it up the middle.
Well, it was the play fake, Kevin. Good play fake by Bledsoe. Rode the ball in there, hid the ball, bent over. All the Arizona Cardinal people thought it was the run. They thought it was Curtis Martin running up through there.
For last year, after an early game when Martin had over 100 yards, he was called a one-game wonder by Bill Parcells. He had 9 100-yard games last year.
And went to the Pro Bowl as a rookie.
And was Rookie of the Year. 2nd down and 4 for Bledsoe. They set up the screen nicely. There's a flag, and it could be holding against the Patriots as Martin weaves his way into the Cardinal secondary to the 20-yard line. That's a gain of 13 yards, but a flag was thrown where the blocking occurred.
And they threw it back behind the line of scrimmage. They're going to discuss this one. Tripping. Probably the onside tackle. Probably Bruce Armstrong. Usually a tackle to the screen side runs a cut block. Cut block means get that defensive end down low, and rather than hit him with his head, he maybe tripped him with his foot.
We have tripping offense. Number 78, 10-yard penalty. Repeat, second down.
Watch the tackle on the left side. Bruce Armstrong, his job up here is to cut the defensive end. Get his hands down so the screen can be successful. Back up, and now cut. And he missed him with his body. He tripped him with his feet. Good job by the officials. They caught him.
So the penalty makes it second down and 14 yards to go from the 44-yard line. There's another flag, and that may have been delay of game against the New England Patriots.
They have the loudest whistles of any officials I ever heard.
False start prior to the snap. Number 68, 5-yard penalty. Still second down.
Max Lane, the right tackle. He's also the tackle that missed the key block to win last week against Buffalo. He'll be right here. They called him for getting out of the way. There he is. Rock back. Can't move that hand. Moved twice. Got away with it once. Did it again. Come on, Max.
He replaced Pat Harlan, who was subsequently sent out to Oakland. Second down and 19 now with the penalty, and Bledsoe sets up. And he has a receiver, and a great juggling catch made by Sean Jefferson, the free agent signee from San Diego. A concussion week 1 in Miami. He missed last week, but that time he paid great dividends. He's got a New England first down.
Well, you got to say one word, concentration. That's what he did at San Diego. He knows he's going to get hit. He knows he's going to get whacked, but he juggled it on the first catch. But his eyes and his hands stay with the ball. It's a juggle. Look at his head, still there. And oh, man, what a nice whack by Terry Hogue. One thing Terry Hogue's going to do now, he's going to hit you as good as any safety in the league. Wham!
And what's good about that, he fumbled a couple times early in the season, so it's nice that he hung on to that for the New England Patriots from their perspective. First down and 10 yards to go. Bledsoe again right on the money, and he's got a receiver at the 13-yard line. It's another first down. Terry Glenn makes another catch. This time good for 16 yards, and in the secondary he beat Terry Hogue, the free safety.
And it's play action pass on 1st and 10. The whole 1st and 10. This game has changed. If you're sitting watching this at home, sit up on your couch because 1st and 10. Watch him ride the back. He's going to stick it in on Martin. Hold the linebackers. And there's the rookie running down through there. Terry Glenn, first-round pick, Ohio State.
Bledsoe, so far, a spectacular afternoon. He is at 5 different receivers. 1st and 10 from the 14-yard line. Bledsoe again. Rush comes on. They may be setting up the screen, and wisely he throws it away. The pressure was applied up the middle by Jameer Miller and Simeon Rice.
Oh, you see too much, my good buddy. The screen was taken away. They took the back man-to-man. At first, I thought, boy, the protection broke down. Then you saw the screen. My good buddy saw what the quarterback saw. Nowhere to put the ball, so you throw it away.
Something he may not have done his first couple years in the league.
Absolutely. And what happened, Seth Joyner took the back. The back was Curtis Martin, and he just smacked him so hard, he knocked him down, and Curtis Martin could not get out for the screen. Nice play by Seth Joyner.
Still no score. Second possession by the Patriots. Second down and 10 on the 12th play of this New England drive. Bledsoe, he's got the receiver, Curtis Martin.
Oh,
and he's in for the touchdown.
Look at these white towels, Kevin. Everybody in this stadium was given a Bank Boston white towel, and they're waving it.
Vinatieri will try the extra point on the hold from Tom Tupa, the former Cardinal quarterback. And with 2:25 remaining, Patriots have gone up. Completions of 13 yards to Coates, 19 yards to Jefferson, finishing with a 13-yard touchdown pass to Martin. Well, the New England Patriots on a long drive get their first red zone touchdown this year.
And it comes off a bootleg. They're going to fake here to this back, but this back not going like they used to that way. He's going to come out the same side as the tight end, and that's Curtis Martin, and then he runs after the catch. See him slide out the same side? Watch this contact. Got through Hogue at the goal line.
Vinatieri, who is the best kickoff man so far in the NFL, gets it deep back, and Leland McElroy inside the 20-yard line takes it up past the 30 and is brought down at the 34-yard line. So how will the Cardinals respond? Down now 7-0 here in Foxborough. Next week, it's Fox NFL Sunday doubleheader action when the Cardinals battle the Saints and the Dallas Cowboys take on the Bills, plus other exciting regional action. It all begins at noon Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific. Check local listings for the game and the time in your area, right here on the Fox Television Network. With Jerry Glanville, this is Kevin Harlan. We're in Foxborough, the first half touchdown by the Patriots this year. And now the subsequent kickoff has given the Cardinals the ball. First down and 10 yards to go from their own 33. McElroy is in the backfield. And he gets the pitch. Leland McElroy out of bounds, or close to it at the 39-yard line. He picks up 7 yards on first down. And there is a
That's a fan.
Big fan.
That's a fan. What Boomer saw when he looked out there, he didn't see that tattoo. Boomer saw the 46 defense, so he audibled and checked it to a weak side flip. You can't run into the tight end side on a 46 with or without a tattoo.
I want to see your tattoo, your Fox tattoo. Second down and 4, and McElroy gets a great second effort and gets the first down, and he's to the 44-yard line. And Leland McElroy, who replaces Garrison Hurst, who was cut in a 1,000-yard gainer a year ago, picks up the slack, but there was a penalty flag thrown on the play, and it's against the Cardinals.
And he had his hand on the ground, keeping his balance. Looks like they said there was no doubt in practice when he ran, he was better than Garrison Hurst.
Well, they couldn't tell the penalty was on, but it was against the Cardinals, and so they'll march the ball back with 1:42 remaining in this first quarter, and 7-0. Cleveland on top of Arizona.
And what a good second effort run that was. Too bad that they had a holding on that. That gave them a good spark.
Hurst was a second-round pick out of Texas A&M. 3 wide receivers now for Boomer Esiason. Second down and 14 yards to go. Rob Moore is in motion in the left-handed throwing. Esiason throws a wobbler, and it's caught by Rob Moore, who is up to the 33, and Ty Law brought him down.
And one thing happened to Boomer on that play. If you do contacts on the quarterback, they had a big hit on Boomer after he threw that. But he stayed in there, stayed in the pocket, and saw the crossing route. He's looking downfield, doesn't like it, and he waits for the crossing route. Oh, Willie hit him there a little bit late. You're only supposed to have 1 step. Better be careful on that one, Willie.
He did the 2-step.
That was it. The Texas 2-step will get you a penalty.
Third down and 9. Esiason's in the shotgun. 6 defensive backs, 4 wide receivers.
Splits.
And McElroy. And the blitz stopped him. The blitz got him down. McElroy knocked down at the 32, hit by Willie McGinnis and Farrah Cohens, and for a second consecutive possession, the Cardinals have got to punt the ball.
I'm going to draw. They're going to come off of this side. He's coming down inside because there's a blitz man outside of him. That allows everybody to come inside the block. Jeff, the new right tackle, Joe Wolf, doesn't have a chance because the defensive end, 96, can slash in front of him. Mike Jones.
Number 83 of the offense.
Crackback block on the Cardinals. The penalty was declined by the New England Patriots, and the second consecutive 3-and-out for Arizona. Second punt coming up now for Jeff Fiegels, one of the top punters in the NFC, and there you see Dave Meggett. As he awaits the snap, there is wind at the back of Fiegels today. Almost blocked.
Could have had that one.
Meggett, he'll get a return on this. Push back to the 9-yard line, and Dave Meggett, who's returned 6 punts for touchdowns in his career, takes it up to the 27-yard line before he's brought down by Ronald McKinnon, a rookie. It was a punt of 58 yards with a return of 18. Well, they've come from different worlds to pursue the same dream. This is the story of what it takes to fight the pressure, face the pain, and survive the program. James Caan stars in the program on Fox tonight at the movies, beginning at 8/7 Central. It'll be first down and 10 yards to go from the 27-yard line. Third possession for the Patriots, who got a touchdown pass out of Bledsoe the last time they had it. And Curtis Martin tries to wheel around the corner, and he picks up a quick gain of 6 before he's brought down by Bernard Wilson.
2 tight ends, 2 wideouts, so there's 1 back in the ball game, and that means somebody's got to pull. Bruce Armstrong doesn't do a lot of pulling. He pulls and leads this play outside. Good running by Curtis Martin.
So the first quarter has come to a close. Drew Bledsoe, a 13-yard touchdown pass. We go to the second quarter here in Foxborough with the Patriots leading 7-0. We begin the second quarter here in Foxborough with the Patriots on top 7-0 with Jerry Glanville. This is Kevin Harlan in a first quarter, Jerry, that was absolutely dominated by New England.
You got to love Arizona for hanging in there. They're only down 7-0 when New England had the ball for over 11 minutes in the first quarter. So Arizona staying in there, trying to keep this thing close.
Bledsoe had a touchdown pass in that first half. Now on 2nd down and 4, he throws for a 3rd time to Sam Gash, and he's got the first down up to the 43-yard line. Seth Joyner was on the coverage. It's a gain of 11. Are you surprised that throwing to a blocking fullback this much?
And 2nd and 4 is run down. When you play New England, 2nd and 4 is run, pound you, beat you up. But watch Gash, the fake. And we knew that the linebackers were going to key Gash to take him to the run. They told us that was their key. Well, guess what? He's sneaking out there for the pass.
Sam Gash has caught 3 passes for 32 yards in the game so far. First down and 10, rolling out is Bledsoe, who throws, and it's knocked down, incomplete. Batted down on the defense. Michael Bankston may have had a hand on it, perhaps Eric Swan. Nonetheless, it'll be 2nd down and 10.
And that's a dash. I don't like that with this kind of an armed quarterback, but a dash, you cut the field in half, and he's trying to get away from the rush. Well, the rush isn't getting after him. He's going to take the ball and cut down half the field. He runs that way, but I don't think the rush is that effective yet. And that leaves you just with the one guy, just looking for one guy, Sean Jefferson. When you run dash, you have limited amount of receivers that you can throw to.
It was Bankston. 2nd down and 10. Bledsoe. Oh, first time he's really been pressured, and he goes down. Brought down from behind by Seth Joyner. That's the first sack today for the Cardinals, and Joyner makes it, the former Philadelphia Eagle for Buddy Ryan. Right now for the Cardinals game break, let's go back to Hollywood. James Brown is standing by at our Fox Television Center.
All right, Kevin, Bears did it on the ground up to this point. Kramer rolling, looking for rookie Bobby Ingram out of the slot. He finds him, 5-yard touchdown strike. First touchdown for Kramer this evening, that is. Bears on top, 7-0. Back to you guys.
Come on, James Ingram is the rookie out of Penn State. He's a good-looking receiver.
One thing about James Brown today, did you see that collar he had on? He's got a bad collar on his new shirt.
3rd down and 10, and once again is whacked, this time by rookie Simeon Rice, who gets his 2nd sack as an NFL player. He had 1 against Marino last week, gets his 2nd against Bledsoe right here, and great defense by the Cardinals will force a 4th down.
And we talked about all 4 of their defensive linemen, 2 sacks in a row. New England runs a dash to get away from the sack, and then on the 2 dropbacks, all kinds of pressure. Not one guy was back there. They had 2 and 3 guys back on both sacks.
Former Cardinal quarterback Tom Tupa to punt. Signed this past offseason, takes the place of Brian Wagner, and deep back with the return, Marcus Dowdell. And he is a fleet-footed receiver who runs out of bounds near the 29-yard line, tackled by Larry Wiggins. Special teams stand out. 48-yard punt. 15-yard return, 7-0 New England.
NFL Sunday is brought to you by the car that makes waves, the new Eclipse from Mitsubishi, built for living. By Visa, the preferred card of the NFL. Visa, it's everywhere you want to be. By Boston Market, carving out a better sandwich. And by Dockers Khakis. Hey, nice pants.
Both New England and Arizona came in winless today, and Bill Parcells looked you in the eye on Friday and talked about the urgency he has for this game.
He said, this is it. This is the game. I think you can see that in the play selection on 1st and 10 and 2nd and 4. He's playing it like this is it.
3rd possession for the Cardinals. They punted the first 2 times they've had it. Boomer Esiason, benched at halftime last week, starts today and throws outside. Caught by Larry Centers. And he picks up a quick 6-7 yards. Chris Slade brought him down. Larry Centers, the best receiving running back in the history of the NFL, 101 catches a year ago.
And we asked Vince about him. We said, Vince, who's your best player on offense? He said, Larry Centers comes in place. Here's 2 fullbacks that do things differently. This whole guy's life is knocking people down. This guy lives to catch the pass. They play the same position, but they play it differently, and they both play it as good as anybody doing what they do.
Centers is in motion, and the lead blocking this time for Leland McElroy, and it didn't fake out Ted Johnson, who came through, the second-year player from Colorado, with the big defensive play.
And what we said coming in, where is Ted Johnson? Ted Johnson has been invisible. Here's a guy that's got all the talent, can run like a deer. He's got to make plays if you're going to play a 4-3. He's lined up in the middle, the toss sweep. Look at him run. There he is. He's got to come alive to make this a good football team.
You mentioned it was a 34 defense last couple of years.
34. It's the first time he's ever played in the middle on a 4-3. He's got to get it going and make the plays.
Arizona has not completed a third down today. They got third down and 7. And once again, Boomer Esiason is in the shotgun. As Esiason throws, and it's picked off on the play. His first interception today. It's a turnover, and it goes to the New England Patriots. The pickoff is at the 47, and the interception coming up big. Ricky Reynolds, who was beaten by Quinn early last week on a 63-yard touchdown, comes up big right here, picking off Esiason.
But it's a whole new coverage. It's 22-man. You're man-to-man underneath. You can't see it with this shot, but everybody's man-to-man underneath, and the safeties are over the top. It allows you to go for the touchdown, because here's a safety sitting right there.
Ricky Reynolds picked off Jim Kelly last week, so it's his second interception in as many weeks.
It was the defensive call. 22-man they could not handle. He got beat last week, man-to-man, no help. This time, he had two safeties sitting back to help him, allowed him to go underneath for the interception.
So the best beginning field position today for New England from the 47-yard line of Arizona. And the flea flicker. And Bledsoe throws. He's got Terry Glenn. It's a first down, and Glenn is out of bounds at the 24-yard line. And on the play, he took care of Matt Darby. It's a pickup of 23.
Curtis Martin took the ball, unbelievable, flipped it back to the quarterback. The quarterback's going to get sacked, and Curtis Martin picks off the guy after he, there's there. Now it's a flip. Watch him pick up to save the sack. Nice job, wide open.
Terry Glenn has had receptions today of 11 of 16, and right there of 23 yards, and total dominance by New England from the 24-yard line. Play action by Bledsoe on first down. Zips it right in there again. And again, it's Glenn. And again, he's got a gain of 11 yards. That's another first down for New England. Right now for an NFL update. Let's return to our Fox Television Center in Hollywood. And here's James Brown.
Hey, Kevin, tell Jerry Glanville to take a look at this arm by Jeff Blake. Play action on the run, running right, drilled the 24-yarder to Darnay Scott, Cincinnati, on top of the Saints. 10-3 in the second. Back to New England, Kevin Harlan and Jerry Glanville.
I like Jeff Blake, the quarterback for Cincinnati.
He's just been stymied by a young offensive line. The Bengals offensive line hasn't given him a chance. If they can block, he can throw as good as anybody. This whole play came back to what you said first. First and 10, pass. First and 10, pass. That's what's going on here today in Foxborough.
And they're aggressive.
Absolutely. This is it. I think that's the way they got to play the rest of the year. Like, this is it.
You know, they did that back in '94. Sense of urgency every game.
Just wide open. Let it rip.
Dave Meggett will be in the backfield now. He will join Gash. Bledsoe with the first and 10 from the Cardinal 14-yard line. 7-0 New England. Handoff to Meggett, and he wants to throw in the end zone, and he's got Glenn. A little bit too high. Dave Meggett throwing to Glenn. It'll be second down.
Well, Glenn's a guy that hasn't been there for preseason, had the hamstring, had the injury, but the first-round pick. And Mr. Kraft told me the reason you draft a guy like this is his character and what's inside. Look, he faked the crackback block, snuck on through there. Here's a guy that's a homeless child at 13 years old, no mama, no daddy, and here he is in the National Football League first-round pick. Never give up on the youth of America.
Second down and 10. A handoff goes to Curtis Martin, and he bangs his way over the left side inside the 10, picks up 4 yards. Seth Joyner makes the stop. Finishing up on Meggett, he has thrown touchdown passes in the past for the New York Giants, and cleaning up on Martin. You say he went with the Henley family, June Henley's family in Columbus, Ohio. Well, June Henley last night down in Texas against TCU for the University of Kansas went over 200 yards on the ground, scored 4 touchdowns, and he is looked upon right now, the running back for the Jayhawks, as a possible number 1 and number 2 pick in the draft. And he and Terry Glenn were best of friends growing up.
Yeah, they took him in and raised him like their own.
Third down and 6. Meggett in the backfield. Dave Meggett down to the 1-yard line. He didn't get in, but it's first and goal, and it was a touchdown-saving tackle by Matt Darby.
Well, they have the Arizona defense trying to figure out what's going on. You can play defense. Here's a draw. They got the field spread out. Look at all the wide out. They're spreading the defense all out so that there's air. This is called air. When you hit the line, you got a nice block by Bruce Armstrong. Bruce Armstrong downfield, 8-9 yards, springing that thing.
First and goal to go for Drew Bledsoe. 3 tight ends and the handoff. Going to Curtis Martin, and he is not in there for the touchdown with the great tackle by Michael Bankston.
Yeah, it was. When he went up, I thought he's going in. We went up and in, tried to jump over, but a good job, like you said, by the defense. Watch him leave the ground, and you got to jump the jumper if you're on defense. Look at all those white helmets. You think they've surrendered? You think they're going to give up? No way. And there's our man, Michael Bankston, finishing off. Look how close. They're about 2 inches from a touchdown. This is sneak territory when you're that close.
It's second down and goal from the 1. 7th play of the drive for Bledsoe. Martin again, a second try. And this time he's in. That was a good-looking drive. There were pass completions of 23 yards and 11 yards on that drive to the rookie Terry Glenn, and Martin runs it in from a yard.
This Terry Glenn, I think he's gonna be something. Here's a rookie, missed training camp, but now he's going to be playing and scoring touchdowns.
Thierry puts it through with the extra point. Clock is at 9:29. So the Boomer Esiason interception is capitalized upon by the Patriots, and now they lead 14-0. Ejection on the face of Seth Joyner. New England capitalizes. They cash in on an Esiason interception. 7-play drive. Patriots get a 1-yard touchdown lead by Curtis Martin. And they lead it 14-0 with 9:29 remaining in the first half. There's Vinatieri, who missed 3 field goals last week in Buffalo. And here's his kickoff, and it goes deep with the wind at his back, and it's out of the end zone. They'll bring it back to the 20, and the Cardinals, who have had it 3 times with a punt, another punt, and an interception, take the field once again, down by 2 touchdowns. Next week, Fox NFL Sunday begins with America's most watched pregame show. Tune in as Cowboys star quarterback Troy Aikman discusses the increasing challenge of leading his team back to the Super Bowl. Don't miss Fox NFL Sunday. Check your local listings for the time in your area. Back in Foxborough with Kevin Harlan, Jerry Glanville, 14-0 New England.
And the crowd is trying to help their team. Everybody screaming, hollering, waving that white towel, trying to help this New England defense.
The Cardinals have not captured a first down today. New England has 14. 9 plays for the Cardinals, 19 yards of offense today. Handoff on 1st and 10. Leland McElroy gets on the outside and goes by the 25, picking up 6 yards to the 26, and he's brought down by Terry Ray. The Cardinals today not very impressive in their series.
Well, they had a good play and they got a holding penalty. So you see one punt caused a holding penalty. Then you see this interception. The interception was a good job by the New England defense playing that 22-man underneath and stealing that ball away from Boomer.
That was Esiason's 2nd interception of the season. 2nd down and 3. Larry Centers on the move. McElroy with the little hitch, and then he takes it up the middle and struggles ahead to the 28 before Chris Slade, who had a great game last week. An interception for the first time in his career and a fumble for the first time in his career made the stop.
Well, I really think he got touched. Looking at the films that we had, I thought a Buffalo Bill touched him on the thigh pad, on the knee, and really he should have been able to keep possession of the ball.
He made the pick, he ran it back, he went down, but the referees say he wasn't touched, and so he laid the ball on the ground, and then Buffalo picked it up.
I think the referee was too far away to see that he got touched, I think, on the thigh pad, and they should have kept possession of that ball. Shotgun. 4 wides.
3rd down and 2 from the 27-yard line. Esiason looking for his first down, and he is close with the pass completion to receiver Frank Sanders. And the placement gives him the first down, the first of the day at the 31-yard line.
Maybe that'll get Boomer going. He's a guy that won't surrender, won't give up. Got experience, 35 years old, been there. knows how to keep this team moving.
A little streaky.
If he gets in the zone, and we asked him about that. When I used to coach against him, he'd get in a streaker zone, and he could throw 16, 17 completions in a row.
On the 30, first down and 10 yards to go, and Esiason rearranges his running backs.
The safety's up. There's the 46 defense right there. I haven't seen him play that. There's a 46 by the Patriots. You cannot run to the tight end, Kevin, against a 46. That's suicide.
Which is what they just did, and Willie McGinnis led the charge off the defensive line. There was no gain.
Well, they got you outnumbered to the tight end. When Boomer saw this the first time, he audible weak. This time he did audible, and they're going to run. Here's the safety standing on the line. You're outnumbered. Nobody left to pick up Johnson, and Johnson works himself right through Anthony Redmond and makes the play. I think Boomer ran out of time to audible. The first time he saw that, he audible and went weak, which he has to do.
Lost 2 in the previous play. Second down and 12 yards to go. McElroy and centers in the backfield. 3 down linemen. And they got Slade coming in. Esiason hit as he throws. Deflected pass. And was it picked off? Have they called the interception? Yes, they have. It's Willie Clay. And Clay is off to the races. McElroy will jump on him. Ball down at the 35. Or have they called the ball down? It's an interception. Patriots get the ball. And Esiason has thrown his second pick this afternoon.
Remember the last pick? I said it was 22 man-to-man underneath 2 free safeties. This time it's zone, but 2 free safeties. They're showing man, playing zone. They're picking the pocket of the corner. There's the zone. Nobody's man. Everybody jumps for the ball.
Willie Clay, who picked off Jim Kelly last week, picks off Esiason today.
There's the 81's got to make that catch. That's Frank Sanders. That's a good throw. Now, Boomer catches, he gets in trouble. Why are you throwing that? That's not Boomer. That's 81. Frank Sanders not making that catch. That's not your fault, Boomer.
On the 49-yard line, first down and 10 yards to go. A little play action by Bledsoe, and he wants to go deep, and he throws, and it's incomplete. A tumbling try at the 35-yard line by Hassan Graham.
But Kevin, staying with that 1st and 10, they have 10 passes to 6 runs. They come right back with another play action pass on 1st and 10, but it was a bad throw. First bad throw, he threw a dirt ball that time. Get it up.
Nonetheless, Bledsoe's had a very effective afternoon. Touchdown pass and a touchdown run by Curtis Martin. 14-0 New England. Seth Joyner is about as offsides as a player can get in the NFL.
Well, I've never seen Ben Coates run this much motion. Ben Coates is all over the field like a wideout. They're going to wear him out in motion.
Defense, offsides, number 59, unabated to the quarterback.
Unabated.
Still second down.
What's that mean? Unabated. I'm going to have to look that one up. You got a dictionary at home?
Yeah,
he was unabated means nobody tried to stop him. Nobody caused it.
Well, he'll try to stop Bledsoe here.
There's the tight end in motion all day.
Second down and 5. Handoff goes to Curtis Martin, and he steams ahead to the 40-yard line. Picks up 3, where he's tackled by Eric Swan. We haven't talked much about Eric Swan today.
Eric Swan and Michael Bankston playing the left side. It's hard to run that way, so right now they're coming to the other side. They're going after Bernard Wilson and Simon Rice. See, it's coming left. Wow, Eric Swan got all the way over. He still made that tackle even though they're running the other way. Eric Swan is fully grown and earns his keep.
He doesn't miss many meals. Third down and 1. 14-0 New England late in the first half. Bledsoe wide open is Martin. Oh, nice coverage, but Martin gets away, and he gets the first down to the 38-yard line. He broke the tackle of Terry Hogue. Second time Hogue has missed a tackle today, and a first down on sheer determination by Curtis Martin.
And not only Curtis Martin, the fullback, watch the blitz pickup. They run the fake, and they have to have a back that picks up the blitz, and then they have to have a back that breaks the tackle. And that's what it takes. Watch this gentleman right here.
Mario Greer.
Greer, he picks up the blitz. Now it's not a first down and a good second effort. Character people. That's what New England's after. People with character make plays and never surrender.
On 1st and 10, the handoff to Curtis Martin. And Martin goes to the side, finally brought down by quarterback Ronnie Bradford, the former Denver Bronco, and a flag is thrown at the 32 with a nice block from tight end John Burke on the play.
And New England's unusual. They got 4 tight ends on the roster. That's a lot of tight ends. Illegal crackback. Who was it, the coach is asking? There's Parcells. Who is it? I think the officials are trying to get the player's name or number. They know where the spot is. Illegal crackback.
We have a personal foul, illegal crackback on the offense, number 83. 15-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. Repeat, first down.
Dietrich Gels, who's a rookie from Pitt and a former draft pick of the Kansas City Chiefs.
Here he is on the running play. He wants to get the force man. Oh, no, can't do that. You cannot go. When you're detached from the formation, you're not allowed to go below the knee. That can cause injury. Good job by the officials. That rookie's got to learn. Get up in his mustache or don't make the block.
What if he doesn't have a mustache?
Well, up around his nose somewhere. You got to hit him on the hip.
Penalty makes it first down and 19. Back at the 47. Quick throw. It's caught by Martin. Bledsoe is right on the money, and Martin works his way through all kinds of traffic to the 41 before Michael Bankston off the defensive line brings him down.
Michael Bankston. If you're going to watch the Cardinals, Michael Bankston rushing the quarterback, playing left end, goes out and gets the wide out, going down the field. All-out effort guy.
From a small town in Texas.
He had to travel away to get to school. They didn't have a school where he lived. Now here he is all on the field. Watch Michael Bankston crawling, tripping, gets cut, got a hand on the ground, still makes the tackle.
Second down and 14. The play fake by Bledsoe. The throw caught by Ben Coates. He's to the 30-yard line. And picks up a good hunk of yards there. Matt Darby makes the stop. It's a gain of 12, and that will set up third down and a couple to go.
And they're moving Coates around so much. Everybody knows he's a good tight end. He's a good receiver. But he's all over the field today in different positions with motion. So it's harder for the safeties to find him. But Matt Darby found him after the catch.
Speaking of that Cardinal defense, they've got to be getting tired out there.
Wow, they played this whole game, haven't they?
2 interceptions by Esiason. 2 touchdowns by New England. Third down and 2. Or they stuck him there. Curtis Martin was trying to go right into the teeth of that Cardinal defense, and he was whacked by Michael Bankston again.
Michael Bankston. I think if you want a football team, Michael Bankston has to be. He had 72 in his high school graduation class. That's all the bigger it was. He said, guess what? That school wasn't even in my hometown. I had to get up and go a long distance to make it to that school.
He came from a smaller town.
Little tiny town in Texas.
Fourth down and about a yard, and Bill Parcells thinking over the decision. 3:10 clock ticking here in the second quarter. Patriots on top 14-0.
One thing Michael Bankston said, in high school he played 60 minutes. Offense, defense, kicked off, never came off the field. And I saw him, he said, that's why I don't get tired, just playing one way now.
So Bledsoe will be talking with the coach, Bill Parcells. And right now it's time for our Aflac question. Who was the only Patriot running back to rush for back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons? Back here in Foxborough, the answer to our Aflac question, who was the only Patriot running back to rush for back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons? The answer, Jim Nance in 66 and 1967. Jim Nance epitomized the rough and tumble days of the old AFL. And by the way, if Curtis Martin would do it again this year, had 1,400 yards last year, and was over 1,000 this year, he would tie that record of Jim Nance. He'd be in pretty good company. Now here's 4th and 1, 8th play of the drive by the Patriots, who lead 14-0. Play action by Bledsoe. He's going for it, and he's got it. At the 19, pass reception by Hassan Graham, who is a second-year player, undrafted out of Georgia. He picks up 10, and on a gutty 4th and 1 play, he gets the first down.
4th and 1, he did not have 2 tight ends in the game. 2 tight ends means you're running. So it's a play-action pass. We've been saying 1st and 10. Here is 4th and 1, play action, curl. Pretty good operation right there. It's a different team.
Completely different. First down and 10. Patriots trying to cash in on another Esiason interception. And the throw by Bledsoe as Curtis Martin, who is as far as the 15, picks up 6 before he's met by Eric Hill, one of the unsung defensive players in the NFL.
And I asked Eric Hill, what's the difference with you playing this scheme and the old scheme? He said, I had to slow down. With Buddy Ryan's scheme, you attacked and you had a gap and you went after it. Here he says, I got to slow down. I got the cut back. I got the bend back. And he says, it's going to take a while for us to feel comfortable in the new scheme.
Well, in their home opener, the New England Patriots are on top 14-0 as we have reached the 2-minute warning. Patriots have scored a touchdown on the ground with Curtis Martin and a touchdown pass through the air by Drew Bledsoe. 14-0 Patriots. And a reminder, coming up in the Dockers Khakis halftime report, JB and Terry will bring you scores and highlights from Week 3 of the NFL. Also, don't miss Fox NFL Sunday's Choice Cuts featuring the best plays from the NFL last week. All coming up on the Dockers Khakis halftime.
Martin on the carry.
Curtis Martin on the carry, picks up hardly anything. Matt Darby was there. He is the co-leading tackler coming into the game today. Darby was a starter with the Buffalo Bills.
He was following, of course, the lead block. When you see Curtis Martin following the lead block of Sam Gash. 3rd and short. Ordinarily, this is a rundown. With these Patriots, I can't tell you what they're going to do, and I think that's what's hurting the Cardinals. They can't figure out what they're going to do either. Formation spread out, tight end in motion.
3rd down and 2. Coates is on the fly. Hand off to Martin, who tried to put his shoulder down and penetrate the 10. He'll be close to the 1st down, but Eric Swan saw to it that he didn't reach it, so it'll be 4th down.
Eric Swan, once again, he's a hard guy to run that football away. They got Swan and Michael Bankston side by side, and then you back them up with Seth Joyner and Eric Hill. You got defensive personnel.
When that line is healthy, it's about as good a line as you're going to find in the league.
Well, we said in our opener, they got 8 defensive players on the Cardinals team that can play for anybody in the league. 4th down, coach is going for it.
They brought in an offensive lineman, Todd Rucci, as a tight end eligible. It is 4th down and a yard. Bledsoe with the block from Martin. Bledsoe runs. Bledsoe! Head over heels, thrown like a rag down. He's got the 1st down. 1st and goal to go to the New England Patriots.
Oh, wow. Calls timeout. Call timeout. He got it. Look at this crowd. They love this scheme.
They're chanting, Drew, Drew, Drew. Having his best game of the season right now.
And it was a full dash rollout. They had everybody blocking to the right, and this is the keeper. He rolls out, takes one look, doesn't like the pass. Up and over.
Held on to his left hamstring when he came down, Jerry.
Look who's over there fighting, scrapping, and crawling. Michael Bankston, Eric Hill. Michael Bankston is in on every single play. The man can play.
Bledsoe can play.
Yeah, he can do.
You know, I look at Drew Bledsoe, and I can't help but think he may be this year's Brett Favre in the NFL. You know, Favre was known as an erratic quarterback. Now he is an all-pro. Could this be the year? Could this be this year's version of Brett Favre?
You know too much. You said that before we ever came to the stadium. This may be his Brett Favre year. Remember when Brett Favre threw all those interceptions and nobody in Milwaukee wanted him to play? Nobody in Green Bay wanted him to play? They forgot about those years.
13th play for Bledsoe. 1st and goal. Bledsoe. And it's caught at the 2-yard line by Terry Glenn. He beat Ronnie Bradford on the wing. It's 2nd down and goal from the 1.
And that's a frozen rope. Threw the ball out there, but this is a good catch. This is a 1st-round pick, making plays like everybody wanted him to and been injured. This was a frozen rope to a young rookie. That's a good catch.
I've been impressed with Glenn. He had 6 catches last week, including a touchdown. Glenn 5 catches today from Drew Bledsoe, who's got 2nd down and goal from the 2. Martin is in the backfield. Play action by Bledsoe. It's a touchdown pass. Caught by Ben Coates. And the Patriots up 20-0.
And it goes back, Kevin. It's 1st down. 1st and goal. Play action throw. 1st and 10 throw.
Second touchdown this season for Ben Coates. The Patriots have completely annihilated the Cardinals, much like they were last week against Miami in Phoenix. So
different philosophy, huh? You know what I'd say if I was the head coach? This is it every single week. Oh, he missed it.
Well, he missed 3 last week, Jerry, including a couple that hit the uprights in Buffalo, and of course it was rainy and windy. But the rookie who beat out 40-year-old Matt Barr because of his great distance on kickoffs has missed an extra point, so it remains 20-0 New England.
Well, there's no rain and there's no wind here. He's got to make this play. Here's the touchdown. A one-back set. Everybody else is playing wings. 2 tight ends, 2 wings. That's how he gets open. Nice throw.
And a great fake.
Great fake. I tell you what. The poor Cardinals cannot figure out what's a run and what's a... They even pull the guard. Oh, there's what made it. They pull William Roberts, the backside guard, just like you would if it was a run. So the backside, watch the guard come through. There's 76 running up. You know it's a run when the backside guard's pulling up through the hole. Well, it wasn't. It was a pass.
Ben Coates, who usually gets double-teamed, was open that time on a great play fake. And for the Cardinals, Boomer Esiason has thrown 2 interceptions, and the Patriots have cashed in both times with touchdowns. And Boomer has thrown 2 touchdown passes, and Martin has got 2 touchdowns himself.
But in Boomer's defense, Frank Sanders has to make that. 1 interception is a completion, and he tips it up against zone. A tip ball against zone is an interception.
Thierry kicks off to Leland McElroy from the 4-yard line, and McElroy up past the 20 and banged hard at the 25-yard line, and he'll go down right there. The tackle was made by Teddy Bruschi. Esiason is back out again after having a very difficult first half.
And Teddy Bruschi's defense, there's 100 people sitting at their favorite pub watching this game, and they're hollering, "Give me a Bruschi." They're not talking about Teddy, though.
Well, that's what Bill Parcells. Give me Bruschi. And they got him. And
they got him, and he's making a tackle.
Coming up in the Dockers halftime, Dockers Khakis halftime. We'll talk to JB and Terry. Choice cuts from last week. All the scores and highlights from this, the 3rd week. Larry Centers on 1st and 10. Just a short run up the middle for a couple yards. We're down to 8 seconds. That'll be the final play of the first half. And for Bill Parcells, who called this a must-win, a critical game, he has gotten exactly the kind of performance that he wanted to see.
I think the must game probably caused the play calling totally different than any Patriot team. 1st and 10 has become play-action pass.
That's the end of the first half with this score. New England 20 and Arizona nothing. JB, Terry, Howie, and Ronnie will be along from the Fox Television Center with the Dockers Khaki halftime report following these messages from your local station. We're back in Foxborough, where the New England Patriots have scored 13 points off 2 Arizona turnovers and lead it 20-0. With Jerry Glanville, this is Kevin Harlan. Drew Bledsoe has had a fantastic first half. 18 of 24 and 2 touchdown passes.
And I think the difference is the down and distance. If they're throwing and running situations, 1st and 10, 2nd and 4, 2nd and 3, and then on the goal line when everybody thought they were going to run in a first down situation.
And that's your highlight of the first half.
It is, and here you'll see what sold this play is the backside guard. William Roberts pulls, and watch the fake by Curtis Martin. This is a goal-to-goal situation. Pulling the backside guard, jumps up. Coach wide open.
This highlight from the first half brought to you by Mitsubishi Motors.
There's the play again, the good fake. And that's how does Coach get open? They had 2 tight ends and 2 wings. New formations, new down and distance calls, new team.
Aggressive in a critical must-win situation, in the words of their coach. And there you see Boomer Esiason, who has had about as poor a half as you could have. He was 8 of 18 last week. They pulled him. Let's see if they're going to pull him this week.
Well, 2 interceptions is not fair for his stat. One of his passes, one of his interceptions should have been caught by Frank Sanders. Bounced the ball up in the air. You bounce the ball in the air when you're going against zone, and it gets picked off.
Cardinals only had 1 first down, came with 7:45 left in the second quarter. They went 22 minutes without a first down, without their first down.
The good news for Arizona is their defense is still playing hard. Michael Bankston having a career day.
Leland McElroy from a yard deep in the end zone will take it out. He works the sideline before he is whacked at the 19-yard line. And brought down by a host of players. Mario Greer got a hand on him on the far side. The rookie out of Texas A&M and a second-round pick getting up slowly. And there's a look at our numbers through the first 30 minutes of the game.
If you're sitting at home in Arizona, look what happened to your defense. They're in there 21 minutes. Total domination, 256 yards. First downs, 1 to 18. That's a butt kicking.
I think you can say that. I'll have to check with the FCC on that. Just inside the 21st, down and 10 for Boomer Esiason. Quick throw, drops. On the near sideline, Rob Moore, who's had just 6 catches coming into today. He's been very quiet. And, of course, that Moore and Esiason combination was made famous with the New York Jets.
And you wouldn't think he'd be dropping that ball. He drops that ball. Frank Sanders drops the ball. It's picked off for an interception. And it's hard to get your quarterback in sync or rhythm when your receivers are dropping balls that they have to catch.
Second down and 10 for Esiason. He throws, and it's incomplete. It looked like Johnny McWilliams, a rookie and recently signed rookie, and a third-round pick got tangled up in the coverage, and it's incomplete. That'll bring up 3rd and 10 for Boomer.
Now, Boomer, that was an ugly pass. I can't tell you where that one was going, but you don't need to look at those. Not a good throw on Boomer that time. Needs to get in sync. Needs to get feeling good.
35 years old. There's Vince Tobin, who we talked to. Never been a head coach until this job.
At high school, college, no level has he ever been in charge. He says the thing he misses the most, when you become the head coach, you don't get to coach as much.
3rd down and 10.
Blitz.
Flag, and there goes the throw, and it's dropped again from the 21-yard line by Leland McElroy, and the pressure up the middle came from rookie Lawyer Malloy, and it's 3 and out for the Arizona Cardinals.
Well, what would you say to Boomer? He had 2 balls on the money, and they dropped him. Oh, he got a little, look there, got Lomas Brown getting in a little argument here.
Arizona's had a very undistinguished day today offensively. 3 catches, Jerry, and 3 drops. That's it.
Here's a drop, but here's the free blitzer nobody picks up. Comes in untouched by human hands. Can't do that to your quarterback, and then he puts the ball on the money, and the ball's dropped.
Jeff Eagles will punt once again. A high snap, but he pulls it down, gets off a great high hanging punt, and Dave Meggett from the 31-yard line will bring it upfield for the New England Patriots. He breaks 2 tackles. Meggett breaks the 3rd. He's into Cardinal territory to the 42-yard line. The punt of 49 was returned 27 yards by Meggett, and once again, the New England Patriots will begin in Cardinal territory. We're just into the 3rd quarter. 20-0 New England.
Fox NFL Sunday is brought to you by the reliable all-new Mirage sedan from Mitsubishi, built for living. By Zantac 75, the final word in acid relief. By Starter, no one's closer to the game. And by KFC, for everything a meal should be, everybody needs a little KFC.
Kevin Harlan, Jerry Glanville from Foxborough Stadium on a spectacular day for football. 75 degrees. The effects of Hurricane Hortense have come and gone, and had a lot of rain here last couple days, but today it's perfect football weather. And perfect for the New England Patriots on the 42-yard line of Arizona. 1st down and 10. Bledsoe was hot in the first half, and he has a drop pass by Sam Gash at the 37-yard line. That's incomplete. Bledsoe is thrown to Gash 4 times today. He has hit 6 different receivers, Jerry. He has spread the ball out at varying degrees of distances throughout the afternoon. See, he's gone 7 times to wide receivers, 4 times to the tight ends, and 7 times to running backs, including 4 to Sam Gash. So he has really spread that ball around for offensive coordinator Jim Foster. 2nd down and 10, and we got a lot of movement on that line. Looked like everybody was jumping.
Bruce Armstrong especially. There's a veteran that...
False start prior to the snap. Number 78. 5-yard penalty. Still 2nd down.
That's 2 penalties on Bruce. He had the tripping on the screen and then jumping off sides there. Usually a veteran like that, a good football player, did not have his best game last week against Buffalo, but coming back trying to play hard today.
Just a second ago, I said Jim Fassel. It's Ray Perkins, who is a coordinator here with quarterback coach Chris Palmer. For Drew Bledsoe, Jim Fossil is the Arizona offensive coordinator, and he's trying to get that offense going today. Second down and 15 yards to go from the 47-yard line. Bledsoe throws a little bit in back of Coates. It's incomplete. Was not right on the money. Kwame Lassiter out of the University of Kansas was there with the stop.
Good pressure on the quarterback. They did a tackle in game, and the end is going to come around inside and get good pressure. There's the tackle coming. Threw the ball, got the ball out behind the receiver.
3 drop passes by Arizona, 3 drop passes by the New England Patriots today.
Here's the shotgun. This is what Drew likes. He'd like to play shotgun all the time.
And it's brand new. It's a brand new wrinkle in this offense, the shotgun. 3rd and 15, so a great play to try it. And the quick throw short of the first down. It's caught by Ben Coates, the tight end. It's a gain of 11 yards. Tommy Bennett, rookie free agent from UCLA, stopped him. So now it's 4th down and about 4 yards to go. You lead 20-0. It's early in the second half. What do you do if you're Bill Parcells?
Bill is staying in there. This is it. This is the game. This is all that matters. No punting, no field goal kicking. Maybe try to get a penalty here. What do you think of that?
Plus, the Cardinal offense today has not done anything really to warrant any kind of concern.
Yeah, you wouldn't worry about the field position where they're starting. Good point.
And the Cardinals will take a timeout.
Arizona.
As they think things over and Bill Parcells talks to Drew Bledsoe, we've got a timeout early in the second. Well, they've come from different worlds to pursue the same dream. This is the story of what it takes to fight the pressure, face the pain, and survive the program. James Caan stars in The Program on Fox Night at the Movies tonight at 8/7 Central. With Jerry Glanville, Kevin Harlan, a great day for football here in Foxborough. The leaves have not started to turn. That's a couple weeks away, but maybe it's a turning of a whole new page for the New England Patriots as they have run up a 20-0 lead on the Cardinals. It's 4th down and 4. Got to get down to the 32.
No snap play. No snap play.
And they're going to hold. The Cardinal defense will hold. They'll take the offense off, delay of game, and they'll send their punter in. This is only the second punt in 6 possessions today by the New England Patriots.
Does the punter get paid? What if you play a whole game like the Houston Oilers did, and they never punch? Does he still get paid?
I don't know. Well, what about the punter at Nebraska? You think the punter at Nebraska gets a full scholarship, or they just give him some meal money and say, here it is? Here's the punt coming up now. Deep back is Anthony Edwards, and it was not saved in time. So the punt by Tom Tupa sails in. They'll take it back to the 20-yard line. It is a 42-yard punt by Tom Tupa. One of 9 different quarterbacks to start, Esiason being the 9th since 1988. They've had a different starting quarterback every year since 1988. And Esiason follows David Craig, who was let go at the end of last season.
And if you want to add the Boomers' problems, this is the 6th offensive coordinator he's worked for in 6 years. All those quarterbacks have been with the Cardinals, and Boomers had 6 systems to try to learn in 6 years, and that's hard to play.
First down and 10 for Boomer Esiason. And he dumps it off in the flat. It lands at the feet of Leland McElroy. It's an uncatchable pass. It's 2nd down now coming up for Boomer.
And let me say this. If you've never had any new coordinators, that's an ugly throw. Having 6 coordinators in 6 years has nothing to do with that pass. That was ugly.
There's Jim Fossil with the glasses on. He's been in Denver. He's been with the Raiders, and now he's with the Cardinals. And Esiason hit as he throws, and that's dropped. The 4th drop today, and Frank Sanders can't hold on to that. Willie McGinnis was right in the face. You know, McGinnis is now a down lineman coming from linebacker in the 4-3, and he has had a very nice effect on this defense.
And it's funny, Parcells said McGinnis has to play well, Chris Slade has to play well, and Bledsoe has to play well. And that's what he says. Those 3 guys are the key to turning our season around. McGinnis, Slade, and Bledsoe.
Esiason will be in the shotgun. It is 3rd down and 10 from the 20. Esiason, who has missed his last 6 passes, hits on this one, and he's short of the first down. Anthony Edwards caught the ball, ridden out of bounds like a rodeo cowboy by Larry Wiggum.
All-out blitz again, coming after the quarterback. This is the new New England. Watch these people walk around, and here they come up underneath. Oh, nice job. They're doing all kinds of twists, and they end up breaking the big defensive lineman clean, coming after him.
Good camera work by Alan Powers on the sideline. Pete Alonso on the sideline. Buzz swing, and that's blocked. That's a blocked punt. He had one blocked last week in Arizona by Miami, and it was blocked by Larry Wiggum, who just made the play, an 18-yard punt following an 11-yard punt last week and a blocked punt in Arizona. He had the first block punt, Jerry. The Dolphins blocked Feagles last week for the first time for Feagles since 1991. Here he has a block punt 2 weeks in a row.
Well, what the rule is in the National Football League, watch this punt. Once it crosses the line of scrimmage, all rules go into effect like it was not blocked. Got his left hand on. Nice job getting his left hand on the ball. But when it crosses the line of scrimmage, offense and defense, you treat it just like it was not blocked. Left hand on the ball.
And for a 4th consecutive time, the Patriots begin in Arizona territory, and a handoff to Curtis Martin takes him to the 42-yard line, picks up 3. Seth Joyner made the stop.
Seth Joyner still playing hard, still good defensive people at Arizona, but when you play the whole game and the offense gets to start on your side of the field in the National Football League, no defense can hold up. No defense can keep playing under these circumstances.
Early in the 3rd quarter, 2nd down and 7 yards to go, and somebody moved, and it may have been Bob Kratz, the right guard, number 61. It's a former Giant who moved from the left guard to the right guard, and that has really helped, they say, that offensive line.
Well, he's right next to Max Lane, and they think that's their 2 best run blockers. And then on the other side for New England, they got Roberts at guard and Armstrong at tackle, who they think are the 2 best pass protectors. Eric Hill jumped in that A gap, the guard center gap early.
We have a neutral zone infraction on the defense. 5-yard penalty. Still 2nd down.
I believe it was Eric Hill jumped up in there. He left early, so Kratz tried to protect his quarterback.
Well, now it's 2nd down and 3.
We did a game a couple of years ago. I thought Eric Hill was as good a middle linebacker. Went to the Pro Bowl last year. But with this new defensive scheme, you probably don't hear his name as much, and he's probably not going to be as actively involved as he was with the old defensive scheme.
Well, you just saw Kent Graham, the backup quarterback, the former Giant and Detroit Lion, warming up, and he took the place of Boomer Esiason last week. It looks like he may be coming in and replace him here in the 3rd quarter.
Well, he had a live arm last week. The first drive he came in against Miami, his arm, he was whipping the ball, so they'll try to do it again with him.
2nd down and 2 for the New England Patriots, leading 20-0. Handoff up the middle. Curtis Martin whipped by Bernard Wilson, and he's got the first down inside the 35.
Follow the leader. The leader is Sam Gash, hitting up through there. Running left more than normal because to the right, I think, sits Eric Swan and Mike Bankston. So this is why, if you're a New England Patriot fan, you wonder why they're running so much left. Look at Gash. Look at Gash. Look at him flatten the linebacker.
Jameer Miller. First down and 10 for New England. Now just passing the 11-minute mark here in the 3rd quarter. Bledsoe a couple touchdown passes. Martin, who carries the ball here with a couple of touchdowns himself, 1 through the air and 1 on the ground, is tackled again by Bernard Wilson.
Nice play by Bernard Wilson. He jumped out to the outside, got outside of William Roberts, and smacked that running back down. Can't say enough about Gash. When you see Martin with the ball, Gash is the bodyguard. He's the man that goes up through there. And if you're going to start a football team and you get to pick a fullback, that's the guy you pick.
2nd down and 10. Bledsoe pressured the pass. He tried to jam it inside at the 21-yard line to Ben Coates. Michael Bankston was back in pass coverage off the defensive line and covering.
He's done it all. He might as well get back there, too. Watch the blitz coming up inside. There's Hill. There's Gash goes up in. Gash ends up blocking a big down lineman. And look who's back there, number 63. Been talking about Michael Bankston all day.
3rd and 10. Again from that new look shotgun formation. And he throws, and he's got Ben Coates, and he's got the first down to the 21-yard line. Coates with the diving catch. He's had a good day catching the ball. That's his 6th reception. They've thrown to him 7 times today.
This was a nice trick by the Cardinals trying to fool. They put the linebacker down, trying to force protection this way, and then he bails out and zones behind it. Look at big Bankston back in there under the curl, but it didn't fool the quarterback. The quarterback, he's hanging on the ball and delivering it right where he wanted to.
21-yard line, 1st and 10. Here's the end around, and it goes to Terry Glenn, and he gets a block, and Glenn inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line.
The reason that reverse worked, Kevin, is they're pulling the left guard. These people are going to sell. They're pulling that way. They're pulling their linemen. Look at them go. And that sold to the defense that the play was going the opposite direction. Terry Glenn, I believe, is going to be the real deal.
He looks good.
At 13 years old, Kevin, he had no place to live, living in the streets.
Now he's living in the spotlight here in New England. Bledsoe, Martin. Touchdown. He got in. What a great play by Curtis Martin with his 3rd touchdown today.
And that was the bootleg that they scored on earlier with the back coming out the opposite side. That's a repeat. We saw that earlier and still successful. The linebackers getting lost, cannot find the back. They're going to go for 2 here because they had the 1 extra point miss. They hit the upright, so this is a place they'll go for 2.
Glenn is in motion, and Bledsoe. He's got it. Why not? Curtis Martin. He's done everything else today, and he just got the 2-point conversion. Drew Bledsoe has thrown 3 touchdown passes today. Curtis Martin has scored 3 touchdowns. It's New England in a runaway. Big day for Drew Bledsoe and Curtis Martin in a must-win situation. In the words of Coach Bill Parcells, 28-0 New England. There's a good-looking drive.
Curtis Martin scored again, and what's amazing, he credits his gym teacher. In high school, Kevin, he wasn't going out for football. His gym teacher, Mark Whitgarner, who he says is like a father figure, talked him into going out for football.
Terry kicks it deep in the end zone. First return today for Ryan Terry, and Ryan Terry is up past the 20 and out at the 22-yard line. Let's take a look at the touchdown again as Kent Graham becomes the new Cardinal quarterback.
The tight end will come in motion from left to right. He'll motion, and then they're going to run a bootleg this way, but the fullback follows the tight end out. The tight end takes the secondary, and that leaves the onus on the linebackers to try to find the back out that side, and it's really a waggle strong.
And the 3rd touchdown pass today for Drew Bledsoe. So the new quarterback for the Cardinals is Kent Graham. Most of his career spent with the New York Giants. Last year Detroit, now with Arizona. And on 1st and 10 goes right to work. It's Pat Carter, the tight end, and he is out for a gain of 8 to the 32. Boys brought down by linebacker Todd Collins. Right now for McDonald's game break, let's return to James Brown at our Fox Television Center.
Kevin, they call Rodney Peete average. We'll check these numbers out. 18 of 21. Take a look at this strike to Chris T. Jones for the score. Eagles on top 17-3. As we go back to Kevin, hey, Jerry, would you allow a guy to have his middle initial in his name, Chris T. Jones?
James, you got to get a new collar. That shirt you're wearing is for country western singers. Put on a new shirt, James.
2nd down and 2. Larry Centers wrapped up. Nice play. Chris Slade got him on the outside, and he's close to a first down, but still a yard shy.
And Chris Slade was one of the guys that the head coach in New England, Bill Parcells, says, Slade, you got to play better. McGinnis, you have to play better. And Bledsoe. Well, I think he got Bledsoe's attention.
75 eligible.
75 is Lomas Brown. 3rd and 1. Arizona's deepest penetration today, their own 34. And the handoff, Larry Centers stacked up pretty good. It'll be close.
Looked like you got it, though, Kevin. Good back. Here's a guy who went to the Pro Bowl himself last year.
That was Cedric Smith who took it up the middle, the former Vikings, Saint, and Washington Redskin. He used to block for Emmitt Smith down at Florida. He is the one with his first appearance in the game today, and he takes it for the first down. So this equals the best field position that Arizona has had all day long, their own 34. 3 wideouts now, 28-0 New England, late third quarter, approaching the 7-minute mark. Centers back in the game, and Graham throws high and wide for Frank Sanders. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Why are these quarterbacks struggling? It's a New England Patriot full press bump and run. Man to man, man to man. He's going to walk up here with a single man to that side. This is not the Patriots 22 zone team. That deep safety that walked up had the back out of the backfield, so they're playing real aggressive defense.
So they show 2 safeties, but really they're only playing 1.
Now you're talking. It's show 2, play 1. That's your huddle call. There it is right there. We're seeing it again. Here comes the safety walking in. Your screen just walked out.
2nd down and 10 for Kent Graham. Can't find anybody there. Then he locates Larry Centers in the middle, and Centers is close to a first down. In fact, he gets it with that extra lunge at the end of his play. There's a flag thrown back at the 24. Centers works his way to the 45. It's a penalty against the Cardinals. Wipe it away.
Holding. Offense, number 75. 10-yard penalty. Still 2nd down.
Lomas Brown from Detroit gets penalized. Here's a guy that still lives in Detroit. The toughest thing on Lomas coming to the Cardinals, got a long-term 3-year big money contract, but he left his wife and 3 daughters back in Detroit. He says, boy, I sure do miss my family.
First time we had talked to Lomas. He played for so many great years, blocking for Barry Sanders up in Detroit.
He looks 25 pounds lighter. He said the heat in practice, he can't carry that 300 pounds in Arizona.
2nd down and 20. Kent Graham again in traffic, throws, and he's got the tight end, Pat Carter, who breaks a tackle, and Carter takes it upfield near a first down at the 44. Willie Clay was in his way, and he broke the tackle of Clay, broke the tackle of Lawyer Malloy, and it'll be close to a first down. They'll probably get a measurement on the field.
Real good pass protect. We were talking about Lomas Brown. And he gives Graham time to make. The left tackle is so important. They went out and got the best one they could find. Watch Lomas. Inside gap protection. Run him outside. Got McGinnis way out of the play. Nice run here after the catch. Pat Carter. First down.
Pat Carter's been around Jerry 8 seasons. He's been in Detroit with the Rams, with Houston. He's bounced around a little bit.
I can remember this quarterback we're looking at, Ken. I can remember when he was fighting Brown for the starting job. They didn't know which quarterback would start. And he's got a live arm. His arm was alive last week, and it's alive again.
First down and 10 yards to go for Kent Graham at his own 44-yard line. And try to get it across. That may have been tipped at the line of scrimmage.
Well, there I go. I'm not bragging on him anymore. I bragged on a live arm, and that wasn't alive that time.
I like to see if Ferret Collins, who was the best inside rusher a year ago, got a hand on that ball. Graham replacing the ineffective Boomer Esiason. Through 2 interceptions, was just 4 of 12 passing in the first half. 2nd down, 10 yards to go, 28-0 New England. Slade was offside. Centers brings it up the middle, has the first down, and Larry Centers all the way to the 41-yard line of the Patriots. It's a gain of 15 yards on the play. I think they're going to keep that. I think Slade was offsides on the near side.
Well, I think if you're a Cardinal fan, you take a look at it and say, we better feed.
Offside defense, number 53. Penalties decline. First down.
I think if you're in Arizona, you better start feeding Centers the ball. He's the guy that can make some plays, and there you can see Chris Slade leaning over the line.
12-yard run by Centers, the longest this season by a Cardinal running back. Graham out of time, goes throws, and it's picked off on the play. Todd Collins, that's the third interception thrown by Cardinal quarterbacks this afternoon.
A bad throw, sitting in the zone, threw it right to Collins.
Todd Collins now playing an outside linebacker, picks off his first pass of the year. Week 2's NFL Rookies of the Week were Houston's Eddie George, the Heisman Trophy winner from Ohio State, and Carolina's Winslow Oliver. Each week, Degree will be tracking this year's hot rookies. And these are 2 of them right there.
I saw that degree. I remind me of your degree that you had from Kansas.
Yeah, in cold fusion. So you're working next to a real smart guy. On the 40-yard line, 1st and 10, a Kent Graham interception sets up this possession by the Patriots, and running out of bounds after a gain of 5 is Curtis Martin, chased out of bounds on the near side by Matt Darby.
I think what they'll do now, because of the score with 5 minutes left, we'll probably go back and work on that clock. Although they took the fullback out of the game right now, so they're going to go 2 tight ends, 2 wideouts, and 1 back for this second down.
Looks like Parcells got this team up and ready to play. The sense of urgency, the critical nature he tagged on this game has paid off.
Well, you got to give him credit. He wasn't afraid to say, this is it. It's now or never.
Second down, 6. Curtis Martin finds nothing. Up the middle. Michael Bankston saw to that. Right now for an NFL update, let's return to James Brown at our Fox Television Center in Hollywood.
All right, Kevin. Barry Sanders only 39 yards on the ground today, but a big 8 right here. He finds pay dirt, and that draws the Lions to within 7 of the Eagles, 17-10. Let's take it back to Kevin Harlan and Jerry Glanville. Hey, tell Jerry my shirt was given to me by Charlie Price.
He's ticked off about this shirt nonsense now.
He's got a bad collar. He's got a country western singer's collar on his shirt.
He might like country and western. 3rd and 6, Bledsoe, good time. A little bit high, and that's almost picked off. Michael Bankston dropping back in pass coverage. He's done everything else today.
He's done everything.
Why not that?
And they inserted the 3rd down people with Meggett. Little Meggett's a receiver, but guess what? Here comes Hill. He's got to block the good linebacker. Look at that stick in the chest. What a great job by a little short guy. There's places in this world for little short guys.
Yeah, but not in this booth.
I'm going to stand on a box.
Get on a box.
They got a block on. They're going to try to block this punt.
Tom Tupa will punt the ball, and the block is on, and it just gets away. Deep back, Marcus Dowdell, and it goes over his head into the end zone and out of bounds. Tupa gets it away.
I don't know how he did it. Did you?
Must have been right through the hands.
Wow.
28-0 New England.
Welcome to Spirit of the Game, brought to you by Southwest Airlines, with low fares on every flight, every seat, every day.
Oh, let's see if the radio's turned on.
Let's go, Jeffrey. Let's go. Yap 15.
Ron, can you hear me? Ron, can you hear me? Dick, can you hear me? What happened? Is it on?
It's the double wing right, 20's out.
Start trips right DT, bring the toe guy across, run the slant, and bootleg the guy out with the guy in motion delaying and hitting it into flat and the Y coming across.
It's been a long day for the Arizona defense. They've given up 28 points, and the defense of the Patriots, well, they have shut out the Cardinals so far. It's 28-0 with 4:15 remaining in the 3rd quarter.
Well, the defense has not only played a whole ball game, but they're playing on their side of the field. The Cardinals haven't been able to cross the 50, and it's just killing off both sides.
Well, the Patriots couldn't cash in on a Kent Graham interception, so the Patriots go back on defense. Cardinals 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line. Graham hit as he throws, and the ball flutters incomplete. Great pressure up the middle from Willie McGinnis.
And what's going on is the New England Patriots are showing cover 2 and walking down with the safety playing 1. And the quarterbacks they show 2 deep. He was back here. He's going to walk up and play man. All this is going to turn to man with a free safety. It's show 2. There they go. Look at him. Show 2, play 1. The quarterback. There is no zone holes because it's man-to-man coverage.
2nd down 10 for Kent Graham, who takes the place of an ineffective Boomer Esiason. Handoff goes to Larry Simmons, and he is a gang tackle. The whole team picture as they're making that tackle for New England. There's Fossil, the Offensive coordinator. It's tough to put in a brand new offense, Jerry. New staff, new field down in Arizona, but boy, they've had a rugged go here early in the year.
Well, he's looking at that chart. He's got about 60 plays in that chart. Before this is over, he'll probably throw that chart away, get a new one.
You just saw Miami had gone up on the Jets. Two teams that New England is concerned with. 3rd down and 8. Arizona today on 3rd downs has gone a meager 2 of 7. Kent Graham from the shotgun. As the play clock at 0, he just gets it off, throws a pass, and it's deflected and almost picked off on the play by Terry Ray. Rob Moore drops another one, and again, the Arizona Cardinals have got to punt the ball.
Well, the defense has him stymied. Now they're showing 22-man. But guess what? It's going to be zone. They're going to drop back, and all these crossing routes are going to be close to getting. They bang them. Now look at them sitting in the zones. They're swallowing them up. They got them confused.
5 drops by the Cardinals today. Jeff Fiegels to punt again. Last one was blocked, and this one just gets away. Maggott under it at the 35-yard line, and Dave Maggott will try to go to the side, then cuts upfield and is taken down at the 42-yard line. It's a return of 7 yards after a punt of 43 by Fiegels. Tackle made by Terry Irving. Well, next week, Fox NFL Sunday begins with America's most-watched NFL pregame show. Tune in as Cowboys star Troy Aikman discusses the increasing challenge of leading his team back to the Super Bowl. Don't miss Fox NFL Sunday. Check local listings for the time in your area. Cardinals today have had it 8 times. 5 punts, 3 interceptions. More good field position for New England. 1st and 10 handoff goes to Curtis Martin. He dances his way for 5. Ronnie Bradford brings him down at the 47.
Remember, if you see 2 tights and 2 wides in the game, a lineman has to pull. There is no fullback. So watch the tackle come out and lead. That's Bruce Armstrong. Look at him pick off the backer. And the good back fakes inside, jumps outside. Curtis Martin, he's either following Sam Gash, or if it's a 1-back set, he's got to follow the pulling lineman when there's no fullback in there.
Martin's had a good day on the ground today.
He's got 75 yards already on 25 carries.
2nd down and 5 to go for New England. Handoff. Again, Martin. And the extra effort may have gotten. In fact, it did secure the 1st down. He is into Arizona territory at the 47-yard line. That was a great 2nd effort by Curtis Martin.
That was full speed running, no fair dodging. He did the hitting on that play. He knocks the defensive back backwards.
Ronnie Bradford.
Ronnie Bradford, he's got to get his pads underneath the pads of the running back. Here comes Bradford, 23, and wow, he came out quicker than he went in.
I don't know if that's all that good. Going in quicker than you come out. I don't know. 1st down and 10. Bledsoe, 3 touchdown passes today. 28-0 New England. Martin again. Oh, and he breaks free. Curtis Martin's got a 1st down. A gain of 11 to the 36-yard line. Terry Hogue finally tied him down.
Well, that's 3 rushes in a row, and what the Patriots are doing now, they're going to eat up this clock. And they're doing it with a 1-back. Now they're taking the tight end out and bringing Gash in. Look at the cuts. Good vision. Terry Hogue did a good job. I'd hate to have to tackle him in the open field. Terry Hogue was on an island, but was able to come back and get his hand on it. Thanks to his gym teacher, he's playing football. For his gym teacher, he told me he wouldn't even be playing football. High school gym teacher.
David Maggott comes in. Curtis Martin will take a breather on the sideline. Looks like Bledsoe's changing the play.
He saw man-to-man, so he's going deep.
1st and 10. Deep to the sideline, and he overthrows receiver Dietrich Jells. He's also from the University of Pittsburgh.
That was an audible, and the coaching staff was trying to take the clock, run. But when he saw the full press bump and run, he was allowed to call the audible.
What kind of game do you think this will have significance-wise in Bledsoe's season? Is this kind of the turning point for him, do you think?
Well, you'll feel good about yourself. In spite of whether you read the papers or don't read the papers, you know yourself. You can be your worst critic. He can say, you know what? I had a pretty good day.
Well, those 2 passes didn't look too good. He threw that one well over the head, whistled over the head of Ben Coates.
Well, now they'll get to go in the shotgun and try something else.
Yeah, which he likes.
He'd like to play the shotgun on different series. And, you know, 1 series come out with it, then you go back and play your other, and 3 series later come back in there and go no huddle.
I think he'd like to go no huddle, though, all the time.
We've seen him do that in previous years, once against Minnesota and once against Green Bay, where they couldn't stop him.
He looked great. 3rd down and 10. 50 seconds remaining in the 3rd quarter. Hand off to David Maggott. Maggott tries to cut the corner. Carries a defender on his back. He's inside the 30 to the 29. Ronnie Bradford again to pick up from the Denver Broncos. Makes the stop. And, Jerry, they got 4th and about 2.5.
I'm surprised they're kicking here.
They're going to try a field goal.
Well, they got to find out if this guy, you know what, they got to decide whether they want to keep this kicker or not. He misses 3 against Buffalo, misses an extra point today. You can't keep a kicker just because he can kick off. He's got to make some plays.
Well, this is something that Matt Barr could not do. From outside 30 yards, he was just 1 of 8. This will be a 47-yard attempt, and this could change this kid's year around. The snap is good, the kick is up, and the kick is no good. It had the distance, it's wide to the right, and so a 47-yard field goal attempt by Vinatieri goes to the side. He missed 3 last week. He has missed 1 today. And the New England Patriots have the luxury at the end of 3 of leading 28-0. Fox NFL Sunday will continue after these messages from your local Fox station.
That is the end of the 3rd quarter.
Fox is very innovative, and we have brand new billboards, folks. We don't put them on the sides of roads. We put them on the fans in the stands. Those New England fans enjoying what has been a beautiful day for football here in Foxborough. We begin the 4th quarter with the Patriots on top 28-0 with Jerry Glanville. This is Kevin Harlan. New England's now given their best field position to the Cardinals. 1st down and 10. And a little dump-off pass with great pressure from Chris Slade up the middle. It goes incomplete. Well, they had Slade right in his face. If you want to get to the quarterback, that's the way you do it, right in his mug.
And he's coming off the right side where they got Joe Wolf, 68's playing offensive tackle. This is his first crack in there. And Slade just runs the corner and keeps coming after him. Remember what the head coach said. Slade, McGinnis, and Bledsoe have to crank it up. If they play, we can win.
Williamson's taking the place of Asias, 2 of 7. 2nd down and 10 yards to go from the 38-yard line. Blitzes on, the pass is away, and it's high and uncatchable. Wide receiver Marcus Dowdell.
Flag came from way over on the other side of the field. Against the card, maybe blocking in the face. Where that flag came from was back in.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness on the offense, number 60, hit a man to the face. After the play is over, 15 yards and 3rd down.
Are you plugged into the referees down there?
That's Anthony Redmond. In the league, you can hit him in the face, but then get your hand off. You can hit him in the chest and slide. You can't hang in the face.
So now it becomes 3rd down and 25 for Graham in the shotgun. He's missed his last 5 passes. There he breaks the string, gets it out to Larry Centers, and he dances upfield to the 36-yard line, but around the ankle is grabbed by Lawyer Malloy, and that won't be enough for a 1st down. And once again, Cardinals will have to punt, the 6th punt in 9 possessions here in Foxborough this afternoon.
With that long down, they played all zone, gave up anything but the 1st down. Everybody got off, all zones covered.
Jeff Fiegels will punt it to Dave Maggott.
Got a return on this time, Kevin. No rush.
They're going to get some pretty good field position. An angled kick by Fiegels. Taken at the 20-yard line by Dave Maggott. He gets a block and cuts outside. If he gets another one, and there it goes. He's going to find some great running room and make it inside Arizona territory to the 46-yard line. Tackled by Ronald McKinnon.
And where we're standing up here at the top at the 50. Good call by you, Kevin. You could see every block that they were making. Nice return.
36-yard punt return by Meggett.
It's time to drive to the Super Bowl with Fox NFL Sunday and Foot Locker. The winning drive to the Super Bowl number is 27720. Congratulations from Fox NFL Sunday and Foot Locker. Foot Locker, where it all begins.
Pretty shot of New England, even Patriot fans here in the hinterlands of this great part of the country with Jerry Glanville, Kevin Harlan. Patriots on top 28-0. Handoff goes to David Meggett. Meggett, who just returned that punt 36 yards, is taking the ball to the 41. Picks up 3. Eric Hill and Terry Hogue bring him down. Meggett last week in Buffalo, Jerry had a 27-yard punt return. He just had a 36-yard punt return right there.
And he set up those blocks. He went up inside and got people to jump in there and then bounced it back outside. And when you see a guy return like that, it was fun to watch up here. He set up every block and did a heck of a job on it.
Bledsoe with 3 touchdown passes today. 2nd down 7. We're early in the 4th quarter. 28-0 New England. Meggett again, and over the left side, and Meggett is stood up and brought down at the 38 by Ronnie Bradford. It's a gain of 3, and that will set up 3rd down and about 3.
Bradford's had a full day work himself. He's been in on a lot of plays, some good, some bad, but he's out there working.
Green Bay leading San Diego. Miami trailed 7-0, now on top 26-14. 3rd down and 4. Drew Bledsoe throws a pass which is batted down, knocked down by Eric Swan. Simeon Rice got in the face of Bledsoe. 4th down.
And you can tell in this 4th quarter, all the rhythm, all the first down passing, they're just going to go after that clock. And they're going to throw only on a passing situation. Oh, boy. Threw that right at Eric Swan, huh?
Tom Tupa will punt. They got Anthony Edwards at about the 10-yard line. Low snap picked up by Tupa, and he gets it high and hanging, and it could land inside the 10, and it is not safe. 2 men collided for the Patriots, and it forced its way in the end zone. 12.5 minutes remaining in the game. 28-0 New England. Back in Foxborough with Jerry Glanville, this is Kevin Harlan. 28-0. Good day for Drew Bledsoe, who is maybe going to use this game as a catapult, as a vaulting point.
Well, I just saw him put on a baseball hat. I don't know if that means he may be done for the day. When you put that hat on, that usually means you're going to be watching the rest of the game.
Kent Graham replacing Boomer Esiason. 1st down and 10. Ryan Terry is in the backfield with Graham. And a little shovel pass goes off to Larry Centers, and Centers doesn't get a whole lot. Mike Jones brings him down.
Good play by Mike Jones. A little Utah shuffle pass underneath. If you drop that pass, it's not a fumble. If this is dropped, it's called an incompletion, so this is a pass.
You used to see that a lot, Jerry. You don't see it as much right now. 2nd down and 6. 4-man rush on Graham, who has gotten some pretty good time and throws, and the pass is incomplete, skimming off the fingers of Frank Sanders. You know, Rob Moore and Frank Sanders have been very, very quiet today.
Well, they both dropped the ball when the game was still there. Crucial situations, which did not help Boomer. Now the Patriots are playing all zone, sitting back, just sitting in the zone, waiting for a tip or a deflection. They're not playing that cover 1. They're not playing that aggressiveness that they started out with. They're just trying not to give up a big play.
4 wides now for Graham. 3rd down and 6 yards to go. 4-man rush by New England. Graham sets and throws. That sails over the head of Marcus Dowdell. That's 3 and out. They're gone. They're going to punt the ball. 7th punt in 10 possessions.
And they're just sitting back playing zone. I think they're waiting for a bad throw or a tip or a deflection. There's Duval Love, good guard. There's Anthony Redmond wondering what they can do to get it going.
Eagles to punt from the 15-yard line. Low line drive, wobbly punt, and Meggett will just let it go out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. So we're down to 11:42 left in this game. 28-0 the Patriots. Well, if you're not at a Patriots game, you're feeding goats outside of Foxborough and get ready for the Halloween season. As you can see, the scarecrows and the goats and kids. And
well, the Cardinals, here's some guys thinking they looked a little bit like goats today, have nothing going good for them.
Meggett takes the ball. 1st and 10 run up to the 30. And he picks up about 2 yards. The whole defense had a hand on that one.
And it's like a preseason game. They got Rucci at guard. They got Gash out. They got Martin out. And they're just trying to take the clock. And they're playing different linemen in there. Trying to give everybody some experience.
Last Patriot shutout, by the way, was December 26, 1993. They shut out Indianapolis right here. Meggett on 2nd down. He may have lost a yard on that play.
Good hitting on that play, too. Excellent hitting by the Cardinals.
Stopped by 56.
It'll be a long flight home for the Arizona Cardinals, who had to circle Boston on Friday for an hour. They came in Friday. We met with them yesterday morning. They had a light practice here.
They come a day earlier than most teams because of the time change. If there's a couple hours time change, they come in on Friday rather than Saturday.
Shotgun for Bledsoe. 3rd down and 8. Right on the money, but the ball bobbled and eventually dropped by tight end John Burke, and that's a punting situation now. Terry Hogue was there with the whack.
All-out blitz that time by the Cardinals. Blitzing the A-gaps coming right after the quarterback, but he still made a good throw. Good throw by Bledsoe.
2nd straight 3 and out for New England. Tupa to punt. Bad punt. Line drive and picked up by Marcus Dowdell. And Dowdell escapes one tackler, then is brought down at the 45. Dietrich Gels made the tackle on Dowdell. Tupa's punt sailed just 38 yards. Timeout. 10:09 left in the game. It's all New England.
Steve Young.
Well, the Cardinal defense just held the Patriots.
Watch Tom Tupa. He's the backup quarterback. The starting point. Think he was ready for the snap? Hello! Wow. Get in the game there, son.
And he's their 2nd quarterback today.
That's unusual. You would list your punter as your 2nd quarterback.
1st and 10, Graham. Hands off, Larry Centers. And he can't find all that much up the middle. Mike Jones stops him after a gain of 2. Right now for McDonald's game break, let's return to James Brown at our Fox Television Center.
A game in Philly, Kevin. Take a look at Rodney Peete going back. Look at the catch by Chris T. Jones. Nice hands. Then watch the stiff arm. Tight ropes down the left sideline. Doesn't score, but sets up the quarterback sneak. Touchdown by Peete. Barry Sanders has answered back. 24-17. Kevin. Jarrett.
Thank you, James. 2nd down 8 here. 28-0 Patriots. Trying to shut out the Cardinals, and a quick throw. It's caught. Frank Sanders maneuvers close to a 1st down. He's in New England territory at the 45 before he was whacked by Chris Slade.
Nice catch and a good run after the catch. So you got to start off the games like that and not just do that in the 4th quarter.
13 points off 3 Arizona turnovers. Curtis Martin, 3 touchdowns today, 125 total yards on the ground and through the air. Good afternoon for Bledsoe. No interceptions, 3 touchdowns, and a 28-0 lead over the Arizona Cardinals.
Well, the Kraft family's got to be happy about that. Bob Kraft, who owns his team, he became a grandpa on Friday. Danny Kraft and his wife, Wendy, they had a new baby daughter, Allison, so they got a nice win, got the team cranked up, and got a new family member.
Little Allison.
Little Allison.
Allison Kraft. That's pretty good.
75 is eligible. 75 is eligible.
Duval Brown is, Lomas Brown is now eligible.
3rd down and 1 from the 45. They've got to get to the 44. Centers and Smith in the backfield. And the quarterback, Graham, just takes it himself. And he'll be close to the first down. In fact, they mark a first down. Down to the 43-yard line with 8:53 in the clock ticking.
And this is their deepest penetration with 8 minutes left.
First down, Cardinals, and the Patriots 43.
Jameer Miller began so hot today. Had 6 tackles in a quarter and a half and cooled down. Centers in the backfield.
Blitz,
4
blitz.
wideouts. Here comes the blitz at Graham, who reads it and throws. And it was a one-handed attempt by Pat Carter, and they called a completion in a gain of 3 at the 41-yard line.
Well, this is the first time that the Patriot defense went aggressive again. They've got this big lead, so they're sitting back in the zone, hoping the Cardinals make a mistake. But this time they decide to fire Terry Ray and play man-to-man. Nice catch by Pat Carter.
He's known as a blocking tight end.
And it was funny because Boomer said he's really picked up on his routes and catching the ball a whole lot better than he used to.
2nd down and 8. Patriots lead it 28-0. Cardinals trying to finish strong here. And Graham throws, and it's a great completion caught by Anthony Edwards, who's inside the 20-yard line to the 15 of New England. Great throw by Graham, picks up 25. It's a Cardinal first down.
Nice throw by the quarterback. And I think they're looking for more help inside. If you're a Patriot corner, where was the free safety? You'll see this come down inside. The corner's sitting outside waiting for help to come in the middle. There's the corner chasing him. Ty Law thought he was going to get help on the inside by the safety.
1st and 10 from the Patriot 15. New England's defense trying to hold on to the shutout. There's a deflected pass, and it comes up the middle, and Mike Jones may have gotten a hand on it. Number 96, Mike Jones.
And Mike Jones has made some good plays today. Everybody talks about McGinnis and Slade, but watch Mike Jones. Good penetration. Oh, good jump.
Cardinals next week at New Orleans. They'd like to finish this game strong. 2nd down and 10. And off to Leland McElroy. Near the 10. There goes a flag. May have been a face mask as 4 blue uniforms bring him down.
Jimmy Hitchcock came up to make the tackle, and McElroy made such a great cut. He didn't touch him with anything. He couldn't have pulled the flag out of his hip. There goes Jimmy. Jimmy got faked out. Good cut by that back. This back is going to be a good football player. Rookie. They were high on him. Watch 31. Whoa! Come back.
You know, they waived Garrison Hurst so they could get under their cap and get money to Simeon Rice. Thought Hurst might clear waivers. He did not. He was picked up by Cincinnati.
Defense, number 23, 5 yards.
Terry Ray. Terry Ray's number 23.
So the best field position and the deepest penetration that the Cardinals have had all day. Kent Graham took him in last week against Miami twice. They'll try to take him in here against New England. Patriots trying to preserve their shutout. 1st down and goal. Sanders in motion. Graham with the fake, and look out! Down he goes! It's a fumble, and it's loose, and it's still on the ground, and picked up by Mike Jones! Mike Jones by the 40, and takes it out to the 50-yard line.
And he fumbles it. And he fumbles it.
That ball is loose, and it's at the 50-yard line, and they mark it down, and New England has just gotten the 4th turnover from the Arizona Cardinals today. Chris Slade knocked it away from quarterback Kent Graham.
What a smart play. I was staring right at Mike Jones and watched him reach down and pick it right up. There's a defensive lineman's dream, a chance. Well, look at 53. Here he comes. Chris Slade, good whack. And now, that thing doesn't have handles on it. Nobody can get that. There he goes. And Mike and Center. Larry Center runs him down. Makes the tackle. Otherwise, he had a there's the ball's out.
That does a couple things. It stops the Cardinals in their tracks. It preserves the shutout for a defense that hasn't had one since just after Christmas in 1993. And for a team like the Patriots trying to turn their season around, that was a very big play.
I think we have a new quarterback, too, in there.
Scott Zolak, 6 years out of Maryland. He's been the backup quarterback here since 1991, and the handoff to David Meggett. And he gains 3 yards, maybe 4, down close to the 46, tackled by middle linebacker Eric Hill.
And again, for you people at home, they're just after the clock. New England is just working on the clock. Nothing more. Will only throw, and it's a throwing down. Unlike that first half. 1st and 10 was pass. 2nd and 4 and 5 was pass.
Which you predicted. You said they'd throw more on first down today.
Well, I've only been right once. I'm going to brag on that.
Glad you said that. 2nd down and 6. Mario Greer, a rookie, 6th-round pick out of Tennessee, Chattanooga, is in the game. Here's the handoff, and it goes to Greer, and he bulldozes his way inside the Cardinal 40. That's the first carry he has had this year.
Well, you have to love what Parcells is doing. He's getting everybody in the ball game, getting everybody playing experience game. And these guys practice all year, go to camp, and you don't get to play much if you're a backup unless you're involved in a blowout. So he's getting everybody a chance. He's got all the stars sitting behind him. Didn't want any good guys injured. 37 rushes to 16.
1st down and 10. 5 minutes left in this game. Handoff again to Greer. Mainly a special teams player, but with the blowout in tow, seeing some time. Some valuable time here late in the game. Eric England made the stop for Vince Tobin's Cardinals. And this is a very tough position for him to be in. There was so much optimism. And they're spending money. I mean, they're getting free agents. They're drafting the right kind of players. It just isn't clicking so far.
Well, and they're going after character people. I think it'll come for them down the road because the people they're drafting and the people they're playing now, they're looking for quality players that also have good character inside of them. And that's what New England started about 3-4 years ago. And they'll get there, and he's got a long-term contract to try to work it out.
Zolak with 2nd down and 9, goes into the teeth of that Cardinal defense, and it's his receiver on the near side, Dietrich Gels, another rookie, and Aeneas Williams. We haven't talked about Aeneas Williams much. They had 2-time Pro Bowl starter last couple years, very quiet. Of course, they don't throw to his side very much.
If you're a real good corner, nobody gets to talk about you because they stay away from you. They go find other people, and what they ended up doing on 1st and 10, they end up throwing the fullback in the flat, tight end on a hook. And they sort of got away from bothering Williams, but still throwing the football.
3rd down and 3. Little play fake by Zolak. He's got to get inside the 30, and he's shoved out of bounds at the 35. Although they're keeping the clock running at 3:25, and he did not get the 1st down.
It's a bootleg. They're going to come this way. He's going to fake it and just keep on running. He was trying to run for a 1st down, keep the clock running. And Hogue was waiting out there. Did not fool the secondary. A little pressure off of that man. He's feeling a little bit better today than he did yesterday. But I admire him for saying, this is it. Either do or die.
4th down and 3. And they got the 1st down. Rookie Greer inside the 20 into the 17-yard line, and Mario Greer making a statement with that 16-yard 1st down run.
Well, Coach Parcells liked him in the preseason. He said he had to make a decision whether to keep this rookie and let a veteran go that he had on the squad. Nice block, too. Sam Gash in there knocking people around. It didn't take long for this rookie to find out you get in Sam Gash's hip pocket and you stay there.
Words for Dietrich Jones. 1st down and 10 yards to go, just before the 2-minute warning. Greer again. The block by Gash. The run by Greer, who's built low to the ground, and a big, bulky linebacking type as Bruce Armstrong is slow to get up, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. Bill Parcells said this is a critical game for us. He has himself a win. This could turn the season around. We're at the 2-minute warning. Next week, it's Fox NFL Sunday doubleheader action. The Cardinals battle the Saints. The Cowboys take on the Bills, plus other exciting regional action. We'll be in Detroit for the Bears and the Lions. All begins.
Can't wait.
I'm not finished.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
I'll cue you.
Okay, cue.
It all begins at noon Eastern, 9 Pacific time. Now go.
Cue. Now they're on the line.
Second down 5 from the 14-yard line. Sam Gash tries the gash left side of the Cardinal defense, brought down by Eric England again.
An unusual carry for Sam the man. He's the guy that lets everybody else run. Now he needs somebody to block for him. But what Parcells is doing, he's doing a great job of not allowing any more injuries and trying just to keep the clock going.
First running play for Gash today. He's been blocking on all the others, and he's caught 3 passes, Jerry, very early, and I thought that was very significant. It kind of threw the Cardinals out of whack a bit.
It did, with the tight end coming in motion and then Gash out that same side. They put all the pressure on the Cardinal linebackers to try to cover.
Third down and about 5.5 to go, and they go with a Mario Greer right side run, which produces a yard or 2.
Now you try this. I think you try this kicker. See, if this kicker misses here, then you cut him. You get a new kicker. This is good coaching. He's bringing this guy out even to see if this guy, he doesn't make this field goal, he's out of there.
Well, here comes Vinatieri, who missed a field goal earlier from 47 yards away. He was a worldly kicker. He beat out Matt Barr. His kickoffs were long, and they thought maybe they could use the strength of that leg on long field goals. Do you think his whole career at the Patriots comes down to this 31-yard attempt? It is up. It is good. And after missing 3 last week and 1 today.
And an extra point he missed today.
That's exactly right. Bill Parcells has himself 3 points from his field goal kicker. And that extends the lead to 31-0, New England. Well, it was a big day for the New England Patriots and Coach Bill Parcells, and it began early in the first quarter on this 13-yard pass by Drew Bledsoe.
It was a bootleg with the back coming out the same side as the quarterback, and Martin made the catch.
Ricky Reynolds picks off the first of 3 Cardinal quarterback interceptions.
It was a man-to-man coverage underneath with safeties over the top, allowed him to go for the interception.
Big 4th and 1 play here by Drew Bledsoe, got him 1st and goal.
Up and over the big gangly one.
The big gangly one. And then they got a coach touchdown after that. And then Curtis Martin. What a great day he's had.
That was the fake.
That was the fake.
Great
and here
fake.
is the coach touchdown pass from Bledsoe on that same drive. And then the drive after that in the third quarter, Curtis Martin with his 3rd touchdown today.
Nice throw, nice lob, nice touch by the quarterback. Good effort.
Vinatieri gets it high, but not very long on purpose. And it bounces in front of Ryan Terry, and he is immediately stuffed at the 21-yard line. He was whacked by Lawyer Malloy, number 36, who we've talked about a lot, been sending on a lot of corner blitzes on 3rd and long for Arizona.
Well, everything that could go good for the Patriots went that way this week. Just this is what they need to get going. And I got to say this, Bob Kraft's mother, Sarah, she's the only one that's on IR. She fell, broke her ankle, and we got to hope that she gets well in her rehab. So Robert Kraft's mother, get well out there. Get well so you can come back and watch this team play.
4 days like this, that'll heal in a hurry. 1st and 10 for Kent Graham. Little pump fake, then throws the screen pass out to Centers. He gets a block from Love, and Centers has the 1st down, and as he's out to the 39-yard line, he is brought down by Wiggum, along with Law, gain of 18 on the play. New England today, Jerry, held the ball for over 39 minutes. So far, that's the best in the NFL all season.
That took the Cardinals right up, but I love Centers on that play. That reminded me of Walter Payton. Doesn't matter what the score is, doesn't matter how much time it is, Centers gives everything he's got on every play. He's got it again.
Larry Centers from Kent Graham. That will run off the clock. The game is over. Centers is out of bounds, and the New England Patriots have their first shutout since December 26, 1993. They scored 13 points off of 2 Arizona turnovers. They blocked the punt. Curtis Martin had 3 touchdowns. That ties the club record. Drew Bledsoe had 3 touchdown passes today. Interceptions by Ricky Reynolds and Willie Clay. And in a must game and a crucial game for Drew Bledsoe and Bill Parcells, it is a 31-0 whitewashing of Arizona. Now this is Kevin Harlan for Jerry Glanville saying so long from Foxborough. The score 31-0. JB in the game coming up after this. You've been watching Fox Sports coverage of the NFL.